The group took a supply caravan from Lion Shield, Coster, and Vandalin to Waterdeep, transitioning between carts back and forth. There was one night where the group was attacked by bandits, but ultimately came out on top. Yama established that she had been to Waterdeep several decades ago. Old, but she looks like she's in her 20s.
Are you an elf?
Oh, I'm human.
Also, Finn admitted that she stole the document. She doesn't know what it said. She says she has a plan. She did not share details with anyone. Finn is the one that recognized the symbol on Neri's coin as the symbol of the Harpers. You do know the Zents are involved in that. The Silver Lady that Grail referred to is, in fact, Open Lord Laeral Silverhand. Finn was able to attune to the short bow with the repeating strap. Your travel to 5 days, 4 nights.
Yeah, right there.
You stayed in Layla on the second night. Everything was chill. Nyx established that she's been in Waterdeep briefly, stopped there for supplies. And then basically y'all had made it to Waterdeep and followed Remy to a location in the Sea Ward where you went to the Siren's Cove bathhouse.
Oh, Remy came with us?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Macy. Oh, and Finn disguised herself as an old lady.
Yeah.
Poorly.
Like, badly.
Well, badly initially. She did better the second time.
True.
It's also just like fake. And you are all at a bathhouse. And so you're currently in the Siren's Cove bathhouse. There are 4 rooms. The main room is essentially a Turkish bathhouse set up with the room divided into 4 pools with various screens. There are 3 hallways, one to the left, one to the right, and one in the back. The one on the left leads to the Sea Cove room. The room on the right leads to the Moon Pool. And the back room leads to my interpretation of Vesuvia from the Arcana game.
Just out yourself.
So, as we last left off, those of you that wish to partake of the bathhouses were doing so.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Remy and Neri are in the back room. Finn was running around trying to figure out where to go. And I think, I believe Nyx had just been like, okay, I'm just going to get in one of the main pools.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's where we
I think I followed Remy and Neri, but I wasn't there yet. Like, I started in that direction.
had in their direction, but we hadn't quite got there yet because we called it.
So I'm wandering the hallways confused.
So we open at the bathhouse where we're all just hanging out. Some of us naked, some of us not.
Gay as fuck. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and
Can you
Nick,
guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it better?
Yeah.
You on your computer?
Yeah. I feel like the internet's better, but now I don't know if I have to draw on a map how I'm going to do that, but I'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, if you have to draw on the map, then we can help. So,
It'll be fine.
You can do it on your computer. It's just kind of.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I just have to use my mouse. It ends up looking wonky, but it's at least visible.
so what are y'all doing?
I'm floating in that pool, like just staring at the ceiling.
Snaps her fingers. and an attendant that's dressed for a bathhouse, but still not technically wearing much. I mean, the room's filled, it's hot, so yeah, you're not gonna really keep it close. Walks over, she whispers something in her ear. The attendant walks away and returns with a rather nice goblet. Remy just sits in the pool and is drinking.
When did we get in? Evening?
It was evening when you returned to Waterdeep.
Right, okay.
I'm just gonna keep sitting on the side just with my feet in, because if I remember correctly, I'm in disguise.
Just
Yeah, just the face, the money maker.
You did like the opposite of
a young body with an old lady's face.
Yeah.
you did the opposite of the skincare routine of like you took fantastic care of your body, but like your face is 70 years old.
We also had like the closest fucking call coming in the gate. Forgot.
Yeah. Who's getting a questionable massage?
Oh, I think you're muted. You're muted.
Ollie, you're muted.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there a moon pool?
There is. It's down the hallway to the right. Do you want to go to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk off down this hallway, off the room with the main set of 4 pools, and it opens up into this area that looks like a woodland meadow at night with the moon high above, peeking through this canopy of trees, and it opens up in with this relatively round pool of water in the center of the room that has a silver kind of glow to it, and there's a little bit of mist in the area, not so much that it obscures, but yeah, that's the moon pool.
Is it actually outside, or is it like magic to look like it's outside?
It's magic.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go get in the pool. Is there a locker room? Did we?
You already left all of your stuff. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go get in the pool then. Is there anybody else in there?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. I'm just gonna like float on my back in the middle of the pool. I'll like starfish and look at the fake moon.
The water is comfortably cool, and it glides over your skin like silk.
What does it smell like?
Much of what it smells like is that night air after a rain, where everything is like very crisp and clean with a little bit of like ozone to it, but there's no chill to it at the same time.
Cool.
No fallen trees like the other night.
Yeah, do you live on Harrison?
I do, yeah. It was just a couple blocks down from me. It was the huge one. I ran over to see it when it fell. Which is probably dangerous. Someone ended up spray painting an angry smiley face on the stump.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can I just like, since I'm just kind of wandering the halls, can I like open a random door?
Well, there aren't any doors. There's a hall that lead to the other pools and then the main room.
Can I just follow where Neri and Remy went?
Yeah. So you can make your way to the back hall and walk in, and again, it opens up into this room painted in shades of sunset. The water itself gives off this faint red-orange glow as if like the pool itself is lit from within.
Nice.
But there are actually no real light sources present in it. There are a number of different globes of light that hang around the room, just below the ceiling, and various drapes of like tulle and silk and whatnot. Some of them descending into the water itself, others blocking various sections around the room where people have kind of just settled themselves. And you can also see a series of attendants moving through the area that seem to be bringing people both food and drink.
Nice.
Drinks here?
Yeah, no, how much did we pay to get in here?
Like 5
5 gold
pieces.
Yeah, it was some,
That's worth.
yeah. I'm gonna get out and go find like fruit and cheese.
There are some tables set off to the side that have platters of like grapes and figs, and then also pitchers full of wine.
I'll grab some like grapes and wine, and then I'm actually gonna go find the Sea Cove room.
Okay, it's down on the left though. If you're leaving this area, it's gonna be to your right.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kind of sit down and then like have my legs entirely in the water.
The water laps at your legs, much like the waves of the ocean, and as you sit there, you can feel the spray on your face and the sounds of waves crashing against rocks.
Yeah, okay, so can we just stay here like for the rest of quarantine?
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna walk over and get some grapes too, and then go back to where I was with my feet in the water, and I'm just gonna like throw grapes in the air and catch them in my mouth.
Roll a dex check.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so stupid if I don't get this.
Good one, please.
17.
Okay.
You manage to catch both or two in your mouth without issue.
Can I like get into the pool and then call over one of the attendants and ask what drinks they have?
You can. They immediately come over to you once you call for them and explain that all they essentially have available is it's wine. It's literally wine, plates of grapes and figs and pears, and that's like basically all it is. It's not like real food.
Gotcha. Can I get a glass of wine then, please?
Absolutely. The woman nods at you, grabs a goblet off of one of the tables nearby, pours very deeply colored red wine into the goblet, and returns it to you.
Oh. Yeah. Thank you. I'm just gonna sit back and slowly sip on it.
Where's Credence? Do you have Credence with you?
Is Credence swimming?
Huh? No.
They don't like water.
Credence needs like a little, like, tiny little ring to like sit in.
The little baby life vest.
Yeah. Like,
Aww.
Maybe that's just above next.
Mhm.
I mean, like, how long have I been here at this point?
At this point, you all have only been at the pools for like 20 minutes.
what else is there?
What do you mean?
Is there anything besides pools?
It's a bathhouse. People go there to relax and get clean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, once I'm done with my wine, I'm gonna like lay back and like also like scrunch myself further into the water just so that I'm still making contact with the sand, but like there's just enough flotation that like I could be pulled out if it were a real ocean.
I got you.
Like, please suck me into the void ocean.
That's the mood of this quarantine.
I'm gonna get out and go find someone to talk to that's there. Other people?
Number of other people in the bathhouse, all very, very much minding their own business.
All right, I'm gonna go find Remy then.
It's better.
If looking around, you can check both the back and the left hall. If you check the left hall, you find Neri there waiting to be sucked out into the ocean. In the back room, Remy is in the pool still. It's up to her chest. She kind of like lays back against the edge of it, and she's got like the goblet of wine in one hand, and she pulled an attendant over and is like whispering things to her. Roll a perception check for me, real.
12.
Yeah. It's, you can see through like even though the room itself is very much colored in these reds and oranges and yellows and golds, you can see a faint blush on that attendant's cheeks.
I'm gonna get in the pool and like sidle over to Remy and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
She looks away from the attendant and looks at you and is like, "Not much. What about?"
I'm imagining how tall are you?
I think I'm. Hold on.
4 foot something.
I'm like 5'6", I think.
Imagining a 5'6" teal
With or without the
tiefling.
horns?
What?
Without the horns.
Without the horns, I don't know. My antlers are like a foot, so I guess I'm pretty short. Maybe I'm
Wait, that's with the
Actually, my
horns?
tail, my like dragon tail or devil tail is like propping me up because that's a thing it can do. So I just decided so.
Cock blocked by a giant teal tiefling. That's great.
Well, cock blocked. She's never had that issue. She's cock blocked by her god.
Hey, are you saying this to me?
No, I'm just saying. Anyway, but no, she said to you what she said.
Not much with it.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Remy? I'm gonna look at you like this.
No, I think you know exactly what I'm doing.
How's it working out for you?
Well, it was working out pretty well until you insert yourself into the situation.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go over here now.
All right.
Do I see this from where I'm sitting?
Yes. I think you would definitely notice our teal tiefling friend.
Feel clumsy tiefling.
The color of your skin just flashes with everything in this room. So yeah, you would see it. You may not be able to hear the specifics of the conversation, but it was very apparent everything that's going on.
Okay, can I wave them over then? Corvid, I mean.
Oh yeah, you can. So if you were to look around, you can see that Yama is waving you over, Corvid.
Okay, I'm gonna, how deep is the pool? Can I touch or do I have to swim?
You can touch.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to Yama and be like,
On Remy, relaxing into the pool. So
Yeah.
how you doing, Yama?
I'm good. What was that?
Well, you know Remy. I just wanted to see what was up, but I imagine she'll disappear into a back room at some near juncture.
Oh.
I forgot you're like this super, you seem like you're super innocent all the time.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
So what about you? How have you been?
Good. I like swimming a lot. So
Me
that's
too.
fun.
Nice.
I haven't ever been to Waterdeep. I've never been to a big city really at all. So, you know.
Oh, where are you from?
You know, the woods. I lived in the woods, in a cave.
Just generally.
And I'm a hermit. I lived in the woods in the cave.
Oh,
Not in a tree this time.
were you born in the cave?
No, I was a foundling.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Where are you from again? Didn't you live in a well for a while?
I did, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
remember.
kind of where I'm from.
Have you been to Waterdeep before?
Oh, once or twice. The well's my home, though.
Yeah. What were you doing in Waterdeep?
Just living my life like a normal person.
Party shape.
I can't decide if you're just like super shady or just like ditzy.
Good, I'm playing it right then.
What's your favorite thing to do in Waterdeep?
Well, it kind of depends on where you are. If you're here long enough, you'll start to notice that it's not as pretty as it seems to be. So it's kind of fun to walk around and see what's going on. And sometimes crash into things you're not supposed to be in.
What do you mean crash?
Crash? I may have fallen off of the second story once, but that's a story for another time. There are a lot of parties to crash, though. Lots of the lords hold parties every now and then. And if you pretend you know what you're doing and just keep on walking and you can lie your way enough, you can get into some of them.
Cool. Well, maybe we should do that while we're here. I don't think I can see, though. I am a bright teal tiefling.
We could paint you.
Oh my god, please can we paint me? That would be so fun. Can anybody do magic disguise?
I don't have any.
I'd like to be a jet black tiefling for a little bit.
Maybe we can like go to like some makeup.
Cool. I'm gonna hop out of the pool and go talk to Finn.
Finn is actually not present in this room.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna get out and leave. And see if I can find Finn.
So you can leave this back room and make your way out into the main hall. If you were to look around just beyond the screens, heading off in either direction, you would notice that Finn is actually out in this main area.
Cool. Before I leave, I'm gonna turn around and wave at Remy.
How
Remy is so fun to fuck with.
big were you gesturing?
What?
How obnoxious will you be?
Pretty obnoxious. Not like that, but like, kind of like, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if she can notice it. Looking over in her direction, you can see that she's talking to the same attendant still, whispering to her. She is not looking your way at all.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna leave then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if I can find Finn.
Hopefully.
I repeated the last week where it takes me a week to get my fucking answer.
Okay, so Finn's out in that main pool area.
Yeah, you can hear.
I'm gonna get in the pool that Finn has her feet in and like swim.
The water is only about maybe 4 feet deep at most, so
So I'm just gonna run back and forth like I'm swimming laps.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
So out of curiosity, because I don't know how everything like works. Is it generally assumed that someone's going to let us know when our like clothing is done? Or
Nope.
Okay.
It'll be they stated it will be taken care of by the
Washing our clothes.
yeah.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna sit here and get sucked into the void. Like,
Okay.
at least for one.
Yama, since you're still in that back room,
Yeah.
you would see that after about 45 minutes of being at the bathhouse, Remy does in fact get out of the pool, and she's leading that attendant away by the hand.
Surprise.
Can I wave over and be like, be safe?
Are you trying to tell me she didn't notice that?
Well, he was lower, but I want to see how concerned she was with anything else going on around her at that particular moment. At your words, Remy kind of looks over your way and gives you like a little, but then she winks at you. Stop!
I'm gonna wink back and then go back to drinking my wine.
And then Finn and Corvid would also see them walking out of the main room towards the front.
She's taking her far away.
They're leaving the building.
Her girl's got some game.
She literally said the first time you guys met her that she basically worked her way through all of the women in Phandalin. So
Easy, good, thank you.
I guess eventually, like, all right, I'm sick of the good wine. I need some shoes.
Her?
I will.
Kind of go one around and find each one of them.
Yeah. So leaving the Sea Cove room, you can immediately find Corvid in the main pool area, as well as Nyx, because that's where she said she was. Yama is not currently present, but there are only 2 other places where she hasn't left the building. So
I'm gonna come up to you guys, Finn and Corvid and Nyx. So I'm ready for food and alcohol, like real food, and bed before things start to get really shady.
Word. I'm gonna do one more lap and then I'll come out, okay?
So I'm gonna come and find you, Yama. Are you in the same room that you were in?
I am in the same room. Can I be trying to hold my breath underwater when you come in, though?
sure. So you can hold your breath for 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier.
What the frick is my thing?
So what's your Constitution?
I think it is 16.
So you'd have a +3. So you can hold your breath for 4 minutes, at which point you will be drowning.
Please don't drown. I don't want to do CPR.
Then I will try for 3.5 minutes.
You see a lot of butts.
That's the rules that matter.
Lots of butts, naked butts.
All the butts.
They're not wearing. Some of them might be wearing the bathrobe that you can actually wear into pools, but it's very thin and it's very, very like white.
Wait, where's a tiefling's butt?
The same place everybody else's butt.
I have like a huge tail. Is it
Yeah,
just
but your tail comes from like that way.
Fine. Where's your tail? It's a butt.
It's a dog butt. Okay, it's like under the tail. Got it.
Butts. Congratulations.
Oh boy.
Some
Nice.
nice, some not so nice butts, and some butts in between.
Cool.
Cool.
Talk about butts today, so that's great.
So after like 3.5 minutes, I'm gonna come up out of the water, and then do I see Neri there?
I'm standing there going,
What the fuck?
You're gonna be like, I could tell you what everyone in here's butts look like if you wanted to.
I don't. I'm rather selective on whose butts I want to know. So, I'm gonna go get ready to go and get
He turns bright fucking red.
after this conversation, and I need it to be kind of shitty alcohol. So, I'll see you in a couple of minutes? Question mark?
You will.
Okay. Finger guns.
Finger guns.
That was many finger guns all at once.
It was like finger guns in chorus. All right, I'll get out and go to the locker room and get dressed. Hopefully my clothes are there.
Yeah, Plutchus, they just stole your clothes.
Guess I'll just have to walk around naked.
I'm gonna go get dressed and.
So you all can make your way back out to the changing room with the various cubbies. Your clothes are where you left them, but they are neatly folded and freshly laundered.
I'm gonna get dressed and then I'm gonna go out and see if I can find Sekhmet.
Segment's out front. Yeah.
And I'm gonna see if I can get my pin from her, or my coin, or whatever the fuck it is.
Sekhmet's just like, what have these hoes been doing in there?
Right. And she just kind of fleps it out into your hands.
That's amazing.
It's covered in just a little bit of
Oil,
grease.
yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna get dressed and then I'm gonna go I have a pipe, so I'm gonna go outside just right out front and smoke my pipe.
Okay. Forget if you have to roll or smoke it direct.
Easy enough. You can stand out front and smoke your pipe.
No. Are you?
Ben, are you coming out?
It's probably ready in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I think I'm also gonna come out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go wait outside. Okay. And everyone to come out. And then...
Did Sekhmet get all cleaned too?
Segment did not.
No.
I feel like
It's a bathhouse. She's
Yeah.
a mechanical cat.
That's a lot of rust.
It's a lot of rust.
I'm just picturing though, if she had a pool, she just jumps on top of everyone. There's like a wave.
It's like
But the funny thing is, she was
She would just like rock.
Blood.
dropping a stone in water.
plunk. I'm
She
imagining
doesn't have to breathe, so she could like walk until she rusted.
it's
Oh,
in A New Hope. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh man.
sinking them into the ground. Like I'm so excited to get clean. Like what the
Oh my god, that is what it would be.
Weird mechanical purring.
And there's bubbles.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. No. Why am I thinking about the bodily functions of a mechanical cat?
Because you're a dick.
God damn it. All right. So you all get dressed, return yourself to your previous states, your current state, donning whatever armor it is that you have available to you and grabbing your packs. You can make your way out front and find both Corvid and Neri waiting there. Corvid continuing to smoke. So
Food.
Food? Yeah, let's go find food.
Yes, please.
What kind of food is there in Waterdeep?
Food. Like bar
it's
fare.
a tavern. So I imagine they'd have something.
They have like chicken shawarma or something, because that actually sounds good in real life.
That sounds so good.
I would like chicken shawarma right now. In game and also now. I really want to go to the Stormcrow Tavern. We should all go when COVID is over.
Where?
It's the Stormcrow Tavern. It's in Vancouver. We would have to go to Vancouver. But
We can go visit Ryan. The guy that I'm recording this for.
That is so weird. My other friend knows a guy who lives in Vancouver named Ryan.
He's super gay because
It's
No,
the
she didn't.
same Ryan.
It's the same.
But,
Hi, Ryan. Welcome to our queer dumpster fire of a campaign.
Another name.
Been a patron of the walls. You've grown accustomed to the food that they offer.
that's fair. But I would also know of somewhere that served better food.
Well, yeah.
Right, okay. So, what kind of food do you guys want? Are we talking like nice food? Or
Shawarma.
Preferably the edible kind.
And is a chicken like the same size as you though?
Well, just see half of the chicken.
Okay. Or quail. I guess you could have quail shawarma.
Game hen, those little ones.
Game hen.
I did not plan for that. Fucking shawarma.
Shawarma.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So, like good food or food and
I like good food and cheap whiskey.
Like some of that.
Mhm.
You're not getting good food.
No, I'm not getting
cheap
no.
whiskey at the bowels of the earth. You're getting
questionable food.
passable food. Like, it's food. Maybe not.
Do they have Plu here?
Food or food adjacent. And
There's
then
enough
cheap
carbs in it.
alcohol.
There's enough carbs in it to offset.
Where are we staying? Do we know where we're staying?
No, we just got here.
We can drop off our shit.
At Neri's house.
We're staying at Neri's house? Yeah, why don't we drop our stuff off and then find somewhere that's kind of close, because I feel like we're probably going to drink a lot this evening.
I'm not making this one thing. Fuck you guys. Water. Too racist.
Okay, cool. So I will start.
Do you want to share the map?
So join me. Zoom in. The hell is my I don't know where Zoom is a thing that I'm not super familiar with.
What are we trying to do?
The top
Hang
one.
on,
It's the
hang
join.
on, hang on, okay. But I need to make sure I don't join the audio.
What do you
Hang
think?
on. Can you read it off for me?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a huge thing of whiskey, and I was like, woo! Hell yeah!
260. No, but I have a huge thing of scotch that I could also drink.
Is it the Drambuie?
It's not the Drambuie. That's just scotch liqueur.
Oh.
But I have nice old Lafroig over there.
Okay. So,
Just pop the cap off that. Howdy. What do you need? They're in there somewhere.
what am I looking for here? Oh, the image.
Yeah.
Share screen. Share content.
Oh my god, guys, my hair is so long. I don't know what to do about it. I'm just going to cut it all off.
I'm ready to cut mine off.
All of it.
Look at that. Do you have like a shaver or
I do. I like shave the sides,
No.
but the top is just getting so long, it's just going to have to come off pretty soon.
Just shave your whole head. I did that once.
I think I might. But then I'm worried about my head getting sunburned because it's summer, and I'm very fair-skinned.
Well, do you have clippers with a guard? You can use a guard and just have it like that thick or something, or that long, so then it won't really get sunburned.
Yeah, or I could just wear a hat for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I'll shave my head and just leave my rat tail.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are at the green dot.
What green dot? Oh, wow.
Let's see what.
What? Okay.
Oh my god. It's so SeaWorld? Oh, I thought it said SeaWorld. It's not SeaWorld.
We're at SeaWorld?
I was like, we're at SeaWorld? Can we please see all the mammals?
Cheers from a massive crowd as someone who's clearly using magic to make their voice considerably louder. Let's give it up for Willie. Splash.
All right, so
What is the lady dreaming? Over on the like left.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, some of them are various inns and various.
The Great Drunkard. That's great.
I want to go to these places in real life.
And
They're
they're
so cool.
You are all making your way over south of the City of the Dead.
yeah, to the black dot.
to the black dot.
Mm-hmm.
What do the different colors on the map mean?
What ones do you mean?
So like all the ones around the City of the Dead are like brick red, and then the castle ward, is it just the different areas? It's kind of more.
It's really just like the different wards.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in addition to that, there are some different types of buildings. There are also a number of different parks within Waterdeep that are being indicated on the map with greenery.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You are all making
What is the City of the Dead? Is it like a graveyard?
massive
Huge graveyard?
graves, various tombs, other mausoleums, and monuments held within. It's the city's graveyard. And not only that, it also contains a number of mass graves.
Of what?
Mass graves.
Oh, okay.
The City of the Dead has been around as long as Waterdeep has been around. So,
Right.
yeah. So. All right. But that's not player character knowledge. That's Dro's player right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to ask me questions, I'm sure I could come up with answers.
Yeah. So you all are making your way through the Sea Ward, probably past the market, I would imagine, the outside of the market, and then down the road beyond the Sea into the Trades Ward. Yeah. You can easily make your way off on a side street, just past a Bard's Guild Hall. You find yourselves in front of a 2-story wood and stone building. There are a number of leaded windows along the front, but they are a bit too cloudy for anyone to really look inside. And if you were to look at the roof itself, you notice that it's missing a few shingles here and there. It's probably in need of a repair. The building itself is relatively unassuming. It looks much like any of the other shops that surround it. And just above the door and just a little off to the side, you can see a wooden sign that is rather weathered and probably in need of a coat of paint to freshen up the lettering that says the Grey Veil Apothecary.
How much has Neri told us about this place? Do we know much?
Yeah, I'm
blindly following her around.
What? Yeah, unless you wanted to say something.
Cool, that's fine. I just wanted to know if we knew what was up.
Of Neri's shop.
I will pull. So I have the key. Okay. I will pull out my key and I will unlock the shop. I'm just kind of like under my breath, like, oh my god, this is so dusty. And I hope, oh god, okay, I'm gonna unlock it.
Okay. So it is a bit late, like it's reaching late evening at this point. So you are all ushered into the main room of this building, and it's pretty dim. You all by and large have dark vision or something that provides you with dark vision, but you can't see much at this point. You would know where the various lamps and such are around the room if you wanted to light them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I will go and light the.
So a number of different like oil lamps and candles and whatnot that fill the space, giving off warm glow to the room. Now that it's lit up, you can see the interior of this building is whitewashed plaster. You're not sure if it's just the lighting or if the walls have just become that yellow at this point in the day. There are many shelves that line the wall with glass bottles of every shape, size, and color. Their contents, you would assume, are the ingredients necessary for the trade practiced out of this shop. There are a number of plants placed haphazardly around the room on these shelves and available surfaces, as well as hanging from the ceiling. Some of them are still green and clinging to life. Others have not fared so well in your absence. A counter of wood and glass sits within this main room. The glass itself is too dirty and cloudy for you to see through without pressing your face up against it, but it does seem to contain some sort of items. There are also a series of books scattered about. Them have been left open to what you would assume is the last page that was read and stacked upon each other or flipped upside down. And a pair of very, very old, very worn leather wingback chairs take up residence in one of the corners along with an old wood table that if you look closely, you can see that there's a very thin book that's been placed underneath one of the legs to keep it level.
Okay.
So has this shop been closed the whole time Neri's been gone, or has somebody kept it open?
Do you want to ask me that, or?
Yeah.
I let a associate of mine know that I was leaving.
So she always means shady as fuck, dude.
My name. I let them know that I was leaving, and they've been business partner of ours for a while, so they were willing to keep an eye on the shop and everything, which looks like.
So what do you sell here exactly?
Okay, well, I mean, technically we're just an apothecary, so.
What's the part that's technically though?
Well, I also provide my own cleric services.
Oh, okay.
That need it. Generally my customer base is from the area. It's not anyone from the castle ward or anything. It's usually people from the lower income or middle income areas of Waterdeep. So.
Wait, what's the castle ward? I don't know anything about Waterdeep.
Sorry, castle ward is.
It's like the high house ward, kind of.
Like the fancy people live there?
That's where like the rich people live.
And I think you would be a little familiar with what the castle ward is like.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the district that we're in right now?
So
I feel like Mary's an NPC right now.
Sorry, is currently in the trades ward, which makes sense given the place where you'd find a lot of different focus that are near to the market, and also a number of people coming into the city. Most of them taking up residence in there. It's one of the districts in the city, and there aren't very many residential homes in the area. So most of what you're going to find are people who have open here and live in another ward nearby at the edges of the trade ward, or people who are living with in their shops. But
There's like a lot of guilds, like guild houses and stuff around here.
there are a lot of taverns, various businesses. Like there's a meat market. There's a number of people who specifically focus on glass and plaster for homes and like tiling businesses and whatnot. So it's basically like just a big old merchant's district.
Okay, cool.
Almost any service that you desire could probably be procured. Being that it is in the trade ward, it is mostly aimed at like the middle and lower classes. If you wanted something that was like considerably nicer, the things that like elite people are seeking out for their own very large homes, you're more likely to find some of those businesses in the castle ward, as well as like the really, really nice in castles that kind of on the edges of it. But the trades ward is exactly what the name would suggest.
Okay.
Where trade has continued like in Waterdeep for centuries.
How big is Waterdeep?
Waterdeep is huge.
Fucking enormous.
There are several hundreds of thousands of people living there. It is a massive city by Faerunian standards. There's probably the population of, I'd say Boise itself within this area, like 250,000 people.
And is it just kind of all different kinds of people?
Yep.
Like everyone is there?
There's a very specific reason why Neri was probably surprised by the behavior of the initial orcs that we encountered.
Okay.
Because I'm not accustomed to the concept of any one race being inherently evil over the other within like normal Sword Coast.
So like as a tiefling, I wouldn't have any issues there.
Yep.
There might still be some people who do, but people from all sorts of different backgrounds and walks of life of all races, classes, and creeds have taken up residence in Waterdeep. Tieflings are not uncommon. Orcs are not uncommon. It's not one of those situations where it's a city that's just humans, elves, and halflings with a strange dwarf here or there.
Yeah, there's a functional reason why I speak Orcish, because I come across many orcs, or half orcs or whatever.
Cool.
And you would have seen, even at this time of night, walking around the city there, that it does have a great deal of diversity to it, and that there's constantly things going on. This is a city where it doesn't follow the same kind of strict schedule that places like Phandalin do, where there are the waking hours where work is done and people meet and business is carried out, and then night comes, you retire, and then wake up and do it all over again in the morning. There are places that are open throughout the night. There are businesses that are carried on both in the light of the day as well as in the evening. It's very much, it's a metropolitan cityscape, but in a fantasy setting.
Neri, where are we staying?
Well, I've got a pretty small room upstairs, and then I've kind of got the back where I take people who need like medical help. But this is pretty much it. This is what I've got. I mean,
Cool.
if you want to go find a tavern, you're welcome to. I recognize that this place is like incredibly grimy, but it's quieter than a lot of places. It's also free.
That's fine with me. I just wanted to know where to put my stuff.
Anywhere. Obviously, if you were to go further into the back, you would see like a lot of just like books stacked everywhere. Like it's obnoxious. And there's like one small wooden desk that just has
Imagine like the page master. Like,
yeah, like it's obnoxious. And there's like books that are like flipped over and like at their page, or there's books that are like open and have books stacked on top of them. There are books that have like attempted bookmarking with like dried herbs and shit, and it's weird. And
nothing looks new in this space. Everything looks like it's been there for several decades, if not longer. Nothing that's in this space was purchased or received in its pristine, brand new condition. This is all secondhand. Been there, probably some of the things in there are probably older than any of you all are, which is saying something considering Nyx is technically in the party and she's like 100 and something.
Well, and how old is Yama?
50.
Something.
50.
at least 50 something as far as we know.
All right, I'm gonna find somewhere back in the back room in like a cave of books and like put my stuff down and like put my bedroll out.
Okay. There is a cot that does inhabit the space. It's kind of stained, doesn't look very like appealing, but it is there.
It's there. And then there,
It's like table with a wash basin,
yeah, and then there's also like
a very dusty rag folded on it. It's not necessarily that it's unclean from use, but it's just everything is
dusty
covered
still.
in like a thin layer of grime because the building has not been inhabited for several months at this point.
And then there's the room upstairs where I was doing.
Yeah.
Does anybody mind if I take this cot? Does anybody want it?
No. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's generally where I see patients, but I mean, if you want to, go for it.
You're like, and there's blood everywhere. That's fine. I'll just put my bedroll in the cot. I lived in a cave for a while. It's fine.
Fair.
Well, Neri, did you live in the store too? Did you live above it or?
Yeah, I have for a while. What's it, like 6 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I generally sleep upstairs. I've been living here for about 6 years.
What made you leave?
I went out to Vandalin, looking for Sister Gorel. She,
That's the person who replaced Remy, right?
yeah, Remy was covering for her at the shrine. I was sent up there to look for Sister Gorel. I'm not really sure why. It's a whole problem. But she sent me back here to guy.
He's you just know his name. It's a dude. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Some
To-
dude.
to look for someone here in Waterdeep. So it feels kind of like a wild goose chase, but and I don't know how to find him. And his name is I've got a name and that's it. So yeah, I don't. But this is all kind of strangely tied into Finn's whole thing. So.
Well, luckily so far it seems we haven't been followed, or at least I hope not. So.
Does anything look out of place?
No, but you would notice as you like look through and check everything over that you do see a number of little footprints through the dust, and maybe a few things that have like pages where tips of them are missing, plants with various broken leaves and stems.
Are there like mice in here?
No.
A raccoon?
A raccoon.
What are they?
But Neri can definitely see it. But
Damn
you
it.
know what to look for. That's the difference.
Can I look? Do I see it anywhere?
Looking around in this this main room, you do not see anything other than the furniture and your companion.
Damn it. Ah,
Wait, what are you looking for, Neri?
there's a resident cat that
Oh, yeah.
I can't ever seem to get it to not come in. I don't know how it gets in. It's very clever.
Is it a real cat? Like an actual cat, or is it like a ghost cat? Or an undead cat?
Like, I mean, the little fucker certainly should be a real cat. I've got the scars. So,
Oh, I see.
yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, a kitty?
Huh?
There's a kitty?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a, it'll probably pop up around somewhere. It's been chewing on my goddamn books.
Credence?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Does this cat choose me?
You've never seen any like rodents in the house, like the building, which is kind of
Odd.
Concerning.
but also never
Like a house he can stay in, or they can stay in?
I've never seen the cat go after anything in particular, but I also don't have any rodents. So I've seen it go after you.
I would also like you guys to know, out of character, every time you say cat, my cat just goes like that. Because his middle name is that I use when I'm mad at him is Catgar. So I call him Cat. And so every time you guys say cat, his head jerks up.
I don't think I have any protection spells for Credence.
I might. Hang on. This cat is
this
chaotic.
cat is not aligned. It's a cat.
Can I go looking for the cat?
Unless his full alignment is chaotic bastard. I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and look around to try and find the cat. Since you don't know anything really other than the fact that you're looking for a cat and you're unfamiliar with the space, why don't you roll an investigation check?
Oh, God. Okay.
Or crafty little bastard. Definitely hide it. A 1?
1. So a 3.
You're like, where am I?
What's Waterdeep?
So you can see like once Neri made it apparent to you that there are little paw prints through the dirt and whatnot and dust that kind of lines everything. But you're also looking around the space and going, you know, I honestly don't know how you would find anything around here, even a cat, because there's just, to you, so much stuff in this space. These towers of books, all of these bottles, the plants, the various items that are used to create the various tinctures and whatnot that they would sell out of the shop. And so you're just kind of overwhelmed by it all to a point where you realize after a few moments that you're rechecking the spots you've already checked because it's just like sensory overload in terms of trying to distinguish one section of the shop from the next. There's so much stuff.
Okay. Can I call over and be like, hey, Neri, do you mind if I straighten things out a little bit? Will anything attack me?
Well, the cat might.
Oh my god, dead.
Yeah. Also, one, there's a lot of shit in here that if you go handling it,
Like, you don't die.
hurt you. Also, and you can tell that her eyebrow and her eyelid are twitching really, really hard. Like, I have a lot of saved places in the books, so no. And she like
I'm just gonna go, oh, and like look around at the dust and go, okay then.
I have to run to the restroom. I'm just gonna go lay down until we're ready to go. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if you guys want, you guys can drop your shit off. I'm still looking for this cat.
He doesn't seem to be down on the main floor in
Yeah.
the back room.
I'll take my stuff upstairs, and then we can I'm like yelling from upstairs, and then I guess we can go find food.
So the way that basically the shop is constructed, there is the hall kind of off to the left with like the counter up here and the door in the back, and the stairs kind of wrap this way and then around up top, which brings you into this space. That is more like a storage area / kind of attic rather than something that was intended as a living space, but you have put like very lumpy old mattress up there still. Basically something that was probably once a stool but is used as a table with like a candle and books and shit on it and various other things strewn about the room. As you make your way over the bed and drop your stuff onto it, there's a moment where you suddenly just feel a weight drop onto your shoulder, just suddenly there, and you look over and you can see who you were looking for. This black cat that is just staring at you.
I'm gonna clutch my pocket that Credence is in to make sure that he's there and safe.
You don't
Go,
I'm upstairs. Unless
Neri is upstairs, and as far as I'm aware, you were all still downstairs.
Okay, good.
No one is aware of the cat at the moment except Neri.
Look. Don't give me that. I had to go. Like, what do you want?
The cat just kind of looks at you unblinking and does the whole in your face and then jumps off on the bed, starts making biscuits, circles up and lays on top of the stuff that you've placed on the bed.
Okay, well, your breath smells. I don't know what you ate.
He chomps his little cat teeth down into your bag.
Point made. You just hang out.
Looks himself in his face.
Yeah, okay. Clearly you're fine. So whatever. Go downstairs. And then I'll come back up a little, like stick my head back in the room. Don't eat the mouse. Go downstairs.
If Credence has survived all of this and then dies to this fucking cat, I swear.
I have no intention of killing Credence off. Credence is just there. Credence doesn't do damage. Credence doesn't take damage. So unless you randomly decided to chuck Credence into the ocean.
I don't, yeah.
Credence is gonna survive.
I have not written this, like, this, I don't think this cat exists to, like, it's a pain, but, like, not to kill you. That's not why it's...
Okay, good.
And I will come back down.
Oh, what if they become friends and then Credence rides on the back of the cat?
we need to make the cat armor.
Oh.
Here for this cat. Tell you right now, your dreams are gonna be dashed.
Oh.
He ain't gonna eat the mouse, but this is not the kind of cat that goes, yeah, I'm totally gonna be friends. This is now a buddy comedy with me and this mouse. Yeah, it's not even that. It's more of just like a...
You exist over there. You got your law firm, and me, I got all my fucking markers. How many calculating quotes am I working in one D&D session?
I think we're up to like 7 at one time at this point. I have notes. So, anyway, that's number 1 for today.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a couple of options for food. we could go to one of the places that I tend to hang out at, over in the dock ward. Right? Is that what it is? I think so. Sufficiently shady.
What are you looking for?
The bowels of the earth.
It's actually just in the southern portion of the trade ward. It's
that's right. Yeah, it's like right there.
the red dot.
Right. Or we can go find somewhere with some nicer food and better booze. It's entirely up to you guys.
We can go to your usual place.
Yeah. I'm curious to
Does
see.
is my disguise still looking okay?
Your disguise is still on since you did not submerge your face.
Okay.
But, it's makeup, so you know that as the night wears on, you might need to like
Can I just like touch it up a little bit?
Can I like wipe off some glass? Be like, here, maybe that'll help. I don't know. Don't really have a mirror.
roll. You know what? Roll me a d20, add your proficiency.
I rolled a 19, so 21.
With what little light is in this space and the fact that most of the glass surfaces are pretty fucking cloudy, one, the glass is great in this place, two, because it's dirty as shit, you still manage to redefine the various wrinkles and sunspots that you've placed upon your face to give it the appearance that you are a much older halfling than you actually happen to be. You're rocking your full, like, 60-year-old Karen.
Perfect. I'm gonna go. You guys, do you think I should start doing a different voice or something too?
Yeah.
Tell it. That's my, like, I've been smoking for like 50 years voice.
You mean me when I was sick?
Chain smoker.
My name is Edith. I've been living up to that life. Time for me to move on. Make my way out.
All right, anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Missy? You mean me as Missy? I thought it was Missy. Yeah, okay. So, so you all headed to the bowels of the earth then?
yeah, I figure I'll fix the lamps.
Yeah.
And then
Lock the place back
lock
up.
the place back up.
Okay. So you can lead them through the streets of Waterdeep.
These are just cool names for places, man. Like, I want to actually go to some place called that.
Well, what?
The bowels of the earth.
Bowels of the Earth.
Awesome. So you move your way through the streets of Waterdeep, heading south in the trades ward to a well-known location, your favorite haunt, shall we say. And it looks very much like a dive.
Yeah.
Upon entering, it's a pretty standard tavern house, but it is not by any means high quality.
And I definitely think that it's like recessed in the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
you step down into it.
yeah.
All of the tables and chairs are just a little bit rickety, but no effort has been made really to even them out. It's just one of those things that the people who come here
Know exactly what they're getting.
yeah, and it's all basically regulars.
Yeah.
Most of the people traveling through the area do not tend to come to this particular tavern. There's nothing all that appealing about it. So this is the people who, when they walk in, they know exactly that when they sit down at this table, this is exactly where they should place their tankard to keep everything level. And how to like perfectly time picking things up so it doesn't offset anything else, to the point where it's subconscious.
Yeah.
Much like the shop, everything is covered in a layer of grime, but in this instance, it's not like from it being like 6 months of no one, or 3 months, I guess, of no one being there. this is just the way it looks. Everything's a little sticky. There are some stains on the floor that you're not quite sure what caused it, and you don't know if you really want to know. Behind the bar stands a rather tall human with
You know what I'm
dark
looking for?
hair, wearing a pair of glasses. He's got some facial hair. He's still kind of like lanky, despite his height.
You can change the name if you want. It's up to you.
And he's standing there wiping out a glass with a rag that's probably seen better days. And you're not sure how it could really get anything all that clean or polished, given the state it's in. And as he continues wiping and your party enters, he looks up to greet you all, the words half coming out of his mouth before he just stops and his eyes go wide. Oh, holy shit, Mary. And he puts the items down and immediately gets out from the bar and comes over to give you like a hug.
Good. Okay, yay, I'm gonna give him a hug.
And then just like does the whole, it's so great to see you. What are you doing? I didn't expect.
Yeah, no, I've been gone for a while, but I'm back for at least for a little bit. But I was out in Phandalin, so.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, talk about, I mean, people talk shit about Waterdeep, but like, what the fuck is a backhouse where it's sound like that? I don't know. Anyway,
well, I can't say I know, but I'm glad you're here. Come on in. Have a seat. Your usual. And he walks back towards the bar.
yep.
Oh,
And, whatever else they want. And I'll go straight to the rest of the group.
Oh, hey there. Happy to meet y'all. Friends and Naries.
Yeah, so we've got Yama and Corvid, Nyx is here, and then this lovely older halfling. There you go. This is Bertha.
And I'd be like, this is my grandma.
Adopted.
And I'm gonna go, nice to meet ya, in like a old smoking lady's voice.
Kind of like scrunches his eyebrows. Goes, sticks his hand out to you. Very happy to meet you. Name's Tom, barkeep here at Bowels of the Earth. Any friend of Nary's is a friend of mine. So go ahead, let me know if you want anything. I can't say we've got it all here, but at least we've got something.
If anyone's curious and you want a mental image, this is Royce.
Always want a mental image.
That's all it is. That wasn't intentional, and then I realized it was what I did, and I was like, okay. There's your
Thanks for reminding me. Speaking of Rush, thanks for writing that.
So he's poured out a glass for you
Perfect. And I will throw it back.
of your favorite beverage.
Yep.
When he walks away, can I just like lean in and look at Neri?
What?
So is that your boyfriend?
No. No. What? No.
What's going on?
Oh my God. Can you please confirm for these special, wonderful friends of mine that we have not fucked?
Oh yeah, that'd be.
Yeah.
That'd be
No.
really weird.
No.
She's like my.
I love you, but no.
I was gonna say sister, but I don't even feel like that's appropriate.
No.
Is Remy with us, or did Remy take?
I mean, both having fun.
Remy is not here.
I assume that she knows where to find us. Because she's just that.
You can. She'll figure it out. She always figures it out.
Yeah. She'll just show up one day when we need help.
Sure.
In a shower of golden sparkles. Oh my God, you guys. The fuck?
Yeah, no, no.
No. No.
No.
Huh. You both kind of like stutter.
You have seen me at so many of my lowest points.
Well, and
No.
I mean, also I'm married, so I don't know.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Your wife
no.
is great.
Thank
No.
you. She is great.
All right, so I'll be like, so Tom, could I have some food? We're just gonna move on from this conversation. Do you have fried cheese? I would like some fried cheese.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Do you have quail shawarma?
And lots of alcohol.
Actually fucking cracking up. Like,
He looks at you and goes, I'll be right back.
mhm.
Back through a door behind the bar, and he's gone for about 10 or so minutes. And he comes out carrying a series of plates along with another human woman and sets them out in front of you. And it's basically probably the greasiest meal you've ever seen in your life.
That's exactly what I wanted.
That's what I need.
There
Is it shawarma?
no, there is some sort of meat that is actually unidentifiable. What you would assume is mashed potatoes with gravy, but there's a bit of an oily film settling on top of it. A hunk of bread that's probably just a bit too stale to really be consumed. And some sort of vegetable, all covered in this gravy. And everything's just a little bit too shiny.
Like an oil slick.
Now,
Like, dubious. I love it.
in front of you, and he goes, definitely recommend softening up the bread with the sauce.
Sweet. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat some of the.
we all know. Don't worry about it. It's on the house. You're back. Don't be nice.
Do we have some ale? Did he bring ale to the table or just?
I can get that for you. And there's a series of tapped kegs behind the bar, the barrel kegs. And it's like, what do you want? We've got light, dark, and somewhere in between.
Dark, please.
Right. Any or you got a taker, places it in front of you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
The lovely establishment you have here.
It's shit. It's a job.
Well, thanks for serving us anyway.
So, what the hell are you doing here?
Take care of it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
In by the shop?
Yeah. Dusty as ever. Yeah.
Been gone a couple months.
But it hasn't been broken into, which is really all I was looking for.
Except for by a cat.
Well, the cat. No, I mean the.
Ah,
I mean the cat. Like
they
the cat is like.
they met us here, Mock, and he like rubs his wrist as he's like says it to you, like.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just kind of. And actually, Corvid, you would know because you speak Infernal as a Tiefling. The name of this cat, Sirmak, is Infernal for bite or nibble.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't know how it gets in.
I mean, that's fucking shifty. It's why I've got dogs.
Yeah.
I know what to expect.
I mean, it probably keeps the rodents down.
Probably
Yeah.
keeps it cool.
Yeah, rodents and I mean, when he decides to, we just will occasionally, like, like if I fall asleep next to my, like on my desk or something, like sometimes curl up within like 3 feet of me, which is actually pretty impressive, you know, until I wake up to my ankle being dead.
Sounds like a cat.
That sounds so funny.
So, you know, like, but, I mean, the kids find him very entertaining if they come to the shop. And I mean, really, that interaction is hilarious. So, because for some reason he can hide from everyone else, but every now and then, like, a kid will, like, fixate, and then he can't get away. So, yeah. But other than that, the shop's fine.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
How long you planning on staying?
I have no idea. He's kind of been upended. Out of curiosity, you know anyone by the name of Leosin?
I mean, I can't say it's,
Hold on. Check for voice. My brain hurts.
you know, I feel like I've heard the name before, but I can't say for certain why.
The last name, Erlanther, help at all? I like, really, I'm asking you because I don't know who else to ask, and I don't know what circles this bloke lives in, so.
You like, is he involved in like trade, business?
No idea. Got no goddamn clue, which is why I'm asking.
No.
And the want to know the best cryptic part about it? Either you'll find him, or he'll find you. Great.
That's
I'm
fucking shady.
gonna take
but,
a fucking drink.
I mean, I guess you could just wait.
Yeah, but you know, not the most patient person.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of that fact.
Yeah, I mean, if you hear anything, let me know.
Oh, keep an eye out. So, are you just all along for the ride?
Yeah, kind of.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What was that?
I also really wish.
My dog also barked. I think that they were confused by the sound.
His eyes pass over you, and when he looks to you, and he kind of like squints a little bit, like just continue.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Wait, what did you say? Did you respond in your old lady voice or in your normal voice?
Wait, I want to hear your old lady voice.
I was trying to sound like an old smoker lady.
Like,
I have to have something to respond to. I can't just do it.
What? No, just don't worry about it, Tom. Just,
it's like, whatever, fuck off.
All right then. Well, stay, eat, and as much as you want.
Thanks, Tom.
do you know how rowdy has it been recently?
Well, you know, with the season starting to settle and everything getting a bit nicer around here, it's not as cold, so people have been getting a little rowdy, but it's basically what you would expect. There was a scuffle broken up in the southern ward. Oh God, must have been like 2 weeks ago. Some shit going on down there. I feel like, if I remember correctly, it was like another fight club.
Go in there.
Oh, first rule of Fight Club.
You know, the guards try and take care of that stuff. You know who, or
Wait, are Voldemort here?
Voldemort?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You don't talk about them.
Right.
They're there. Everybody knows they are. you don't fucking talk about it. You don't
Yeah.
What are we talking about right now? That
That's
we're
what we're not talking about.
Are you asking us yourselves or asking?
like as my character, I was like, wait a second, what are we talking about that we're not talking about?
Yeah.
Tune in with the best if you don't know.
Yeah.
It's not that I want to keep it from you, but it's just, I mean, she'll probably, you could fill them in, but
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely talk. You got like a back corner booth around? Like, is there anything open?
of course we do.
Maybe I'll wait.
Did you just growl?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, no, let's go sit at this back table and sit there.
Do I need to have you roll? Because that was very slurred.
No, no, that was just me. That was just me, myself.
Oh God. All right, so you can make your way over to a back corner booth. Is like this wood contraption that's very old and needs to be sanded and restained, and everything is covered in a layer of everything's slightly sticky. It's like children. They're always
Gross. I hate sticky things so much.
God, I know.
like your feet stick to the floor a little
Yeah.
bit as you walk.
Oh.
And it's just like leaves a film on your fingers.
That's so gross.
Your skin kind of like gets
Yeah.
tugged at a little
Yeah,
bit.
I
as
mean,
you
like
walk.
the later it gets, like if you put your arm on like the bar, you're like the later it gets, the more wet your arm is gonna get.
Ew. Cool.
This-
Let's sit in this little contraption of a table. Not nervous about it at all.
You know what I thought of?
So, Neri, can you tell me now what you were talking about?
But I feel like Guy Fieri would be a warlock.
This is the dives part of Dungeons and Dragons and Drive-ins and Dives. Guy definitely owns a suspicious number of the dives. He's a warlock. Okay, so
Have you seen his hair? He's got to be a warlock.
takes a patron to uphold those.
All in the name of Flavor Town. Oh my
I
God.
was looking at you like this.
Okay. I mean, okay. So you know how we were chatting about the shit that our friend got into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waterdeep, and I'm saying this like relatively quietly. Waterdeep is run by there's a lot of groups in Waterdeep that are kind of constantly vying for control, and there's basically no part of Waterdeep society of anything that isn't watched by or controlled by one of these groups.
Okay.
Um,
Are you allied with some of these groups, or are you kind of outside the system?
more outside than in, but I'm working on it.
Wait, you're working to get in?
Yeah. And I'm not allied. I like the particular group that I'm trying to get into and trying to stay connected with is not as shady as some of the others.
Something.
They don't necessarily want control. They control for control's sake.
Are you saying they're not fascists?
I mean, sure.
Did you guys ever see that movie? And it had like Leonardo DiCaprio and Daniel Day-Lewis, and they were like in that town. It was like set in like old New York or something.
New York.
Yeah, that's what I imagine this place to be like.
It's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse. It's Gotham. I mean,
It's basically Gotham.
I'm gonna have to work on my DC comics. I don't know much about Gotham.
I don't either.
I know Marvel pretty well, but
I don't really like any of those.
I like Marvel.
I don't know that there's anything in Marvel that's quite this shitty, like in terms of setting.
All right, well,
I feel like if we were in like Marvel or something, is Superman Marvel?
no.
That's DC. Oh, I was like, if we were in something like that, disguising would be so easy. All I'd have to do is put on a fucking pair of glasses.
And you're like, done.
Nobody would know.
So you know, there's just, I mean, he was talking about the.
Even the good guys kind of suck.
Oh, I watched a thing on Amazon about that. Oh, what was it called? It was really bad. I mean, it was good, but it was like super dark.
What?
Anyway, there's like a kind of superhero show on Amazon.
No.
What?
Boys.
The Boys?
Yeah, where like somebody explodes in the first fucking episode. Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, I liked that show.
I like it, but it's so dark. I feel like it was that kind of like that.
Adaptation was so good. Like they were so faithful to the stories in the comics.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, there's not necessarily good guys and bad guys in Waterdeep. There's just people, and then there's worse. So.
And there are some people here and there that are trying to make things better.
Yeah.
But it's very hard. Like there's like obviously. It has the same system of law and order as much other cities have, where they have lords of the city and whatnot, but still, they only have so much power, and they've definitely not eradicated, vying factions.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but and I'm trying not to get confused with Baldur's Gate based on what I read. Waterdeep is the one that has the Open Lord, but then the rest of the ruling council are all secret. Yeah. So
no one knows who else is basically among the lords of the city.
Yeah. So you
not shady at all.
Yeah. So I mean, he was talking about that like underground fight ring.
Okay.
And if you have one of these groups find out that that's happening, because they're so intrinsically tied to law enforcement, there's like no divide there. You don't know who's law enforcement, and you don't know who's part of these groups and who's what. So it could be that they find out that this is happening and they don't like it, so they like squash it, or they don't like it because they aren't controlling it.
So they like try and control it and make a shit ton of money?
Well, people will disappear and you don't know where they went or why or whatever. So you just have to be really careful and just like no.
I'm so glad we're here.
Shady. People think Baldur's Gate is shady.
But it's like, but then you have these people, like you have people like in the Southern Ward and in the Trades Ward and everything, that are just people.
You're gonna tell them about the Yama portal?
I don't know anything about that portal.
You would know. Nerium would know.
Okay, I don't know anything personally.
So Neri could also share with you the information that,
and I probably would.
One of the reasons why Waterdeep also has a lot of visitors on a regular basis, despite how fucking chaotic and dangerous the city can be at times, is because there's a place in town called the Yawning Portal Tavern, which is a very very large, pretty fucking nice, to be honest, tavern. Compared to the bowels of the earth, it's like a fucking 5-star establishment. But the reason why it's called the Yawning Portal is because at the center of this room is a pit.
Sounds
that
like
extends
the what?
feet down into the earth. Into
You say a pit of rats?
No, it's a giant that descends into the earth.
So it's like
Oh,
down
okay.
underworld.
massive hole in the ground that descends into a very large multi-level dungeon full of a number of different monstrosities.
Why? Like, what's the history of it?
It's the Rancor pit.
Underneath the city of Waterdeep.
How do you get down there?
People will actually go to the Yawning Portal to enter the dungeon and go seek fame and fortune by slaying monsters within. Most people do not make it out alive.
Good to know.
Let's do that when Nyx is back.
We are not playing Tales from the Yawning Portal.
Oh boy. Jesus Christ.
So what is the Yawning Portal, like a bar that just happens to have a giant pit in the middle of it?
It's a tavern with the entrance to the Yawning Portal dungeon in the Yawning Portal Tavern.
Yep. Cool. Well, let's not go there.
Yeah, it's never really been a place that I was particularly interested in.
Lots of people hang out there for funsies.
Mhm.
And people descend into the pit, they'll cheer.
It's good for people watching, but I could do that anywhere.
So who are you looking for, Neri?
So Sister Gorel told me to go find this guy named Leosin Erlanthar. Don't know who he is.
Do you speak Elvish?
Caps, don't do that.
You know the name is Elvish and you would suspect that you're looking for an elf.
Yeah. So I'm guessing he's an elf based on the name, but beyond that, I don't know anything about him. And if you want to really know how cryptic this is, I could find him or he could find me. So
what are you looking for? Like, what's your motivation?
Yeah, did she tell you what?
whoa.
It's really fucking funny.
Okay. So I will pull out my notebook and just kind of open it onto this some page, probably the one that had the thaumaturgy spell written in the margin, right? So I open up this like super old leather-bound journal that's so worn that like it's starting to wear through the leather on the corners. And it's just plain leather, and it's got like a wrap that wraps around it that you can tie. And so I'll pull that out, and it's got these super old but like thick quality paper pages in it. And it's like a solid, it's like this thick. And it's filled with writing. And there's some of it in the very beginning that's in common, but then the rest of it is in this super indecipherable script. And it's not any one language. There's elements of like Infernal in it. There's elements of lots of different languages. But it's super undecipherable. And then in the margins on this page, there's like one thing that's written in just regular Infernal Corvid, so you would know what it says, and it's like a spell incantation for thaumaturgy. So I'll pull this out and just kind of like lay it on the table, regardless of the fact that it's sticky. So this is the journal of the person who owned the apothecary, and he died about 5 years ago. And you can tell that, like, this is all written in something that I can't read.
Do you know what language it is?
I know that it's got some infernal. I know it's got elements of various languages, but it's like it's written in some sort of code, and I can't read it. And when he died, he gave me this journal that he was writing in, and he wrote in it on the last day. And he also gave me this pin, and I'll pull out that pin again that I pulled out around that campfire. And I'll put that down next to it so it's in full view for you guys. And he died, and he was trying to tell me something, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. But there are people that know what he was trying to say in this journal. And I know that it's important, and I know that it had something to do with the plague that killed hundreds of people in the South Ward 5 years ago. And I don't know, and I'm trying to find information on it, but the only people that can read it are people that are part of this organization that I'm trying to get in contact with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to understand what's going on, because someone does, and they wouldn't tell me. So.
Did he die of natural causes, or did someone kill him?
Well, have any of you heard of the Featherlung outbreak of 1475?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That?
History check?
History?
You're all done.
14.
17.
6.
You've been living in a cave, it's okay.
You've been living in a cave, it's fine.
Live, Corvid. You've been pretty much far removed from anything that's going on in like major cities, so it's not
it's not
odd that you would not have been aware. You've been relatively isolated. Both Yama and Finn, however, having been to Waterdeep a number of times, having lived, you are familiar with this the Skull Plague, or not Skull Plague, sorry, Featherlung outbreak. Finn in particular, because you lived here during it, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it was a very serious illness that took the lives of thousands within the city, where they were quarantining entire neighborhoods and sometimes whole wards within the city. The castle ward getting the greatest protection and being closed off largely from the rest of it to protect the elite members of the community that live within. And it was not only devastatingly fatal, but also just a fucking terrible way to die, because you'd end up with this tissue in your lungs that would lead you to slowly suffocate.
Oh my god, are we literally like
Yeah, is this coronavirus?
No, we're not.
COVID? Like,
Sorry. Well, this event in the history of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
This is something that actually happened in Waterdeep, not something we created.
No, like, but when
that same fucking thing that's going on.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's not hilarious.
I definitely set her stuff in this time period way back when we were writing our characters initially. This is not a new thing. So I'm really sorry if this is stressing you guys out.
And so, Yama, you'd be familiar with this, and Finn, there's a chance that you would know people who died as a result of it.
So
That sucks.
And honestly, at this point, the city is still recovering from the substantial.
How long ago was it?
What
What time are we in right now?
At this point, it's like 2.
So like not super long ago.
Sorry. I'm trying to remember because the outbreak was in 1475.
Yeah.
Because I thought that we were playing like 1480 something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I've had to like retcon bullshit.
Yeah.
So because
So we're in 1479.
this was 6 years ago.
Okay. So this was like 6
Because
years
we've
ago.
changed timelines to make everything fit because I don't give a shit.
We have a time machine because that's cool.
Because we do.
We can't control it. It just happens. Whatever.
It's the Viking Age. The dinosaurs next.
Dinosaurs in the Viking Age. I mean, it's just as good as dinosaurs in the Stone Age. So whatever.
Yeah. So, we were. I mean, I was living at the apothecary.
5 years ago.
About 5 years ago. So I started living at the apothecary about 6 years ago, and then the feather lung outbreak hit in 1475, and it hit the southern ward really bad. And the southern ward is made up of, like for the most part, actually a lot of super low income traveling groups. So there's a lot of like wagon communities that are like traveling lower income salesmen, entertainers, things like that. But it's very much like low income, and it's like traveling caravan groups. So we went to go and help with the outbreak. Because more often than not, what was actually killing people was dehydration. And then if that didn't kill you, the suffocation would.
What? You don't have like, wait, what just happened?
Right.
Me going, my cat is outside by himself and he should not be. Hi, bud.
God, I think you scared the cat more than he scared you.
What the fuck are you doing out here?
It's like you left the door open.
Yeah, but I didn't see him even come
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
So Neri, you like lived through this epidemic and like saw people dying and like were taking care of them?
Yeah, and when we were in the southern ward, it got barricaded and we were stuck there.
Oh.
That's not traumatic at all.
And then things got better.
What, Marina plays a character with trauma? Weird.
Oh boy. And then so things got better, and then for some reason they barricaded it again.
After things got better?
Yeah, after things got better. And they refused to supply food. They refused to supply water. So people died of starvation.
So they were just like trying to basically starve out and kill everybody that was in that like ward.
Yeah, but no one will tell you that. So, and that's where Animus got it, and I got it.
You got it and survived?
Did I?
You know that time when it was really cold out and I was having some fucking problems?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of hard to function when you can taste dead flesh in your mouth.
Cool.
Oh, wonderful.
So.
Well, I'm sorry, that sounds awful.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
But I got out eventually. They eventually dropped the quarantine. So, and after that happened, everything was fine. Until someone pointed out to me that it might not have been entirely just a regular outbreak or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I think that's what this journal can tell.
That's why you're really interested in this journal, because you think that he maybe knew what was going on or something.
He was writing maniacally those last couple of days while he was dying. And he was trying to tell me something, and he couldn't because he couldn't talk. So.
Well, shutting down an entire ward does sound strange.
Yeah, I see. I'm in support of this quest.
So now I have to wait for some guy. I don't know where to find him. But Tom is one of those people that has connections and talks to random people that might know something. So.
Well, thanks for sharing, Neri.
Yeah.
Here, have a backstory. Fuck. Yeah. So that's kind of.
All right. So.
But then we have this other problem of our friend here who. Yeah. A lot of shit too.
Yeah, that's something we gotta figure out too.
Yeah. Can we like permanently disguise Finn?
I don't know who Finn is, but I mean, whoever they are.
Say Finn. What, Bertha? Can we permanently disguise Bertha?
If I don't get caught, then there's nothing that we need to do.
Okay, cool. Wait, does Credence have a in hiding name too?
That's Bertha.
In real life, when I was younger, I had a mouse named Pete.
All right, so Pete.
Here it is.
All right, so cool. Well, this sounds like a worthy journey.
And I'm
as a paladin, I'm in.
Yeah, everybody roll constitution checks for me.
Oh no.
Oh, not bad. 18.
13.
4. So 6.
Or did Yama get a 4? We're gonna have to carry you back.
Everyone's been focusing on this conversation and the information that Neri's been.
Nobody noticed Yama shoving down fucking drinks,
Alcohol.
like double fisting it.
Everything that's going on. You all kind of look around at each other to just kind of like take stock. And as you look at Yama, you realize her eyes have like glazed over, and she's just kind of staring.
Yama, how tall are you? Are you pretty big or are you little?
I'm 5'9".
All right, we can get you home.
You are drunk.
Nice.
Wait, this is a great time to get Yama to talk.
Okay.
You're like, oh geez.
Yeah, if I can form coherent sentences at this point.
I feel like they'd be slurred. I don't feel like they're like, you know.
You right now you are space cadet staring off into the distance.
What is this alcohol?
I'd be like, hey, Yama,
Yeah.
how you doing? Yama. Yo.
What?
How are you feeling?
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like grab some of the bread and like get it up in the gravy and like hand it to her.
Make Yama eat some food.
I'm gonna be like when you just like when you're eating when you're watching TV. So I just like.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Yama's drink away.
I'm gonna reach across and grab Yama's drink.
Lie about it though, so Yama can't see me. And
I can't see anything. Are you kidding me?
What?
I won't see you. I can't see anything.
I'll be like, here, Yama, have somewhere to drink, and it's water now.
I'll just casually just keep on just.
Good.
I'm spilling water. My shirt's wet at this point.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Are there a lot of other people in this place right now?
There are a number of people that have been going in and out while you guys have been in. You've probably seen at least 40 people over the course of the last.
Is anybody like looking at us or like watching us or anything?
It's about you.
Nope.
I can tell you.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for. No one else.
No one gives a fuck.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. No one like
My
they're
kind of place.
place. You really think they give a shit? They're not even like here to get drunk or anything because
They're here because they have nothing else.
exactly.
How far are we from the shop?
Not that far.
Are we the purple dot?
The red dot.
So we're the red dot, and the shop is the black dot.
Okay, so we're not that far. We can totally get Yama home.
I have made that walk drunk so many times.
It's true.
Definitely do it.
Nice.
Okay. So what's our day look like tomorrow, Neri?
I mean, I figure we probably got some stuff to pick up. We've got some stuff to get identified. We've got some gear we can probably offload. There's plenty of like shops that if we can find them would be willing to help us with stuff like that.
How vigilant do I need to be in this city? Am I like gonna be okay? Are we gonna be fine?
So keep in mind that this town is full of people who steal shit for a living.
I'm gonna wink at Finn.
I'm gonna blush and be like,
Oh my god.
That's kind of shady, but
Who's gonna jump?
But mostly they won't fuck with us, is what you're saying?
hey. What the fuck was that? Yeah, so I mean, if you look sufficiently threatening,
We're good.
yeah, they might not fuck with you. But people generally don't fuck with my store. So
Cool.
yeah, I mean, like, I assume there's a fucking library somewhere. I mean, like, there's libraries, there's the market, there's plenty of brothels, there's
stores, general
stores.
Is that where Remy is right now?
Probably.
Yeah, where the fuck
Most likely.
the delinquent who has a lot of money?
Are you talking about Remy?
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
because I never knew where she was. So, where? Did we like just lose her or something? Or?
Huh?
I never knew where Remy went.
Oh, I assume Remy went to a brothel or into a back alley or something.
Remy like left with someone.
Yeah. Remy like took off with
Yeah.
not one thing.
Right. Okay. Well.
I'm sure she'll find us. She's pretty smart.
Yeah.
He'll probably be,
So I think we should maybe get Yama home.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
yeah, we should probably. I'm gonna like.
What time is it?
What?
What time is it in the game?
Right?
It's definitely the late, approaching the later hours of the evening. You're probably about, if not later.
Because we haven't even slept since we got here. We went straight to the bathhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back while I'm drunk.
Please stumble away. Thanks, Jen. Okay, so we should probably get Yama home or back to where we're sleeping anyways. I think between you and I'm talking to Neri, I think we can probably get her back.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Strength modifier?
Jack shit.
What modifier do you want?
Okay. You guys are carrying her. It's strength based.
I mean, I feel like we're like.
Our arms around our shoulders.
This is gonna be a
I
very
imagine you're like doing the stumble where it'll be like,
It's +2, so.
yeah.
I was curious if you guys were gonna actually like carry her versus.
No,
kind
I
of
like-
drag her, so.
No, I think that we're gonna like
I
support.
think we can get her between us and have her arms around our shoulders and like guide her.
Mhm.
I will pick them up like if they're enough, I actually hope.
What is that noise? Fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
I also made my tiefling really buff because buff tiefling girls are hot.
Oh yeah.
It's totally true.
I have a lot of things on my Instagram.
Yeah, my strength is the second highest. It's charisma and then strength, so I think we're probably okay.
She's a bard and she's strong for no fucking reason. Because that's the kind of person I am.
I'm really clumsy though. My dex is only 10.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's average.
Which I like flop around a lot.
It's average. So
Yeah, you've got like the average dexterity of a normal person, which is fine.
So that's an upgrade from my real life, so. Let's get Yama home.
Yeah, well, and then you refuse to like ice it or heat it or take anything. So you know what?
it's fine. It doesn't need to do. I don't need to do anything. All right. What are y'all doing?
I'm going to take another drink and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my drink, and then we're gonna get Yama home.
All right. So as you wrap things up for the night, Tom sees you all getting up ready to leave and comes over and says, well, make sure you come by before you take off again.
Yeah, I kind of pieced the fuck out, didn't I? Yeah, I'll be sure to stop by. And I'm sure that we'll probably have another. Today was pretty tame.
Yeah, that's very true. No one was maimed.
Maimed. Fuck.
That was fucking gross.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't
Has
entertaining.
he bothered coming back?
I haven't seen him around.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well,
I'm gonna say thanks, Tom, and go like this.
Y'all have a good night. Get back safe.
mhm.
We will.
Keep an eye out. Well, he knows. He's aware. He knows what you look like when you're drunk.
Yep.
And
All right, let's get her back. Our resident lightweight.
I'm gonna attempt to like smoke my pipe while we're getting Yama home.
I'm gonna be like, fire.
Oh, like pet your hair. Be like, it's okay, darling. We're just gonna get you home and get you to bed.
Attempt to help.
Yeah. It's fine. It's okay. Maybe the kitty will sleep with you.
Ooh, kitty.
You know, maybe
so she's not like
No.
so she can still kind of carry herself, so I'm not gonna worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really paranoid the whole walk.
Good. We need someone.
I'll make my way back to the Grey Veil Apothecary.
No, I'm not gonna.
Wait, what is the name of the apothecary?
Grey Veil.
Grey Veil. Cool.
Link.
Where are we?
We're home, darling. We're gonna go to sleep now.
But home so far from here.
Okay, well, we're where we're sleeping. It's not really home, but it will suffice for tonight.
Okay.
There's a kitty here. Maybe it'll come sleep with you.
Kitty.
Yeah.
We're gonna wish my ex.
Where's Yama sleeping? Did she put her bedroll and stuff out?
We can take her upstairs.
Okay.
All right.
Probably comfier to wake up in the morning after a long day of drinking.
You're gonna be so hungover tomorrow, Yama.
All gonna find a place to take your rest for the night.
Yeah. I'll let Yama sleep in on the mattress, and then I'll basically like lay perpendicular and put my head on like the foot of the mattress, and that's about it.
All right, I'm gonna go to my little gross cot and sleep there. It's fine. I'm not worried about it.
All right, yeah. So you all settle for the evening, and manage to sleep through the night without relatively any issue. Corvid, I'd say for you, it's gonna be initially uneasy before you fall asleep because you're not accustomed to all of the sounds and the hubbub that takes place in the city, even in the late hours. And so it takes you a little while to get to a point where you feel restful, just because everything still feels so chaotic around you. The environment's very different from what you're accustomed to. But otherwise, the rest of you manage to fall into a restful sleep fairly quickly. You should already have your HP back or any spell slots or whatnot that you use. So
I'm gonna take a nap,
okay.
and then I'm gonna wake up.
Okay.
Right now, I was like, that's not cool, Marina.
Yeah, baby.
I'll take a nap. Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna walk back to the Siren's Cove.
Okay. After about how many hours? How long is the snap?
One.
Okay. An hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back there. Are they open?
No. And y'all return to the Grey Veil, and then after your nap, it's like 1 in the morning, 1:30. Because I'm considering it probably took you at least like 20 minutes to get back to the fucking apothecary.
Yeah. Then I will actually walk back over to just this gate over here to the City of the Dead.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand there.
Okay.
And like half-heartedly flick Eyes of the Grave.
Okay.
Wait, what's Eyes of the Grave?
Oh, that sounds cool.
You don't technically.
And
You don't see anything.
Okay, cool.
Nothing strikes you as odd, out of place. You can see
Dead people.
like moving around back there, but that's not
That's not uncommon.
uncommon.
Right.
Various people visiting the City of the Dead, even in the late hours. And then of course the people that its specific job is to maintain the various mausoleums, statues, and graves. So
Oh my god, I still have a butter skull, guys. That's all.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you get the butter skull or did it go to Phandalin?
What?
Didn't it go to Phandalin? Do you have it?
I think I picked it up in Phandalin, didn't I?
no.
Oh.
I don't think you picked it up.
I don't think I have a butter skull.
You
then.
might have to write and have it delivered
I have a melty butter
here.
skull delivered to Waterdeep. Oh, that's
Maybe it's refrigerated.
Day of travel for it to get to you.
Yeah.
After they've received a letter to say, hey, send me this scary product.
please, please. All right. Well, I guess I donated it to whoever got it.
Well, I don't know.
Marcus,
All the things that I have, and a butter skull is one of them, but it's not apparently.
I will.
but no, you guys fucked off before it was even delivered, so
All right.
well done you.
I'm gonna go back to the shop.
Okay.
Go back to bed.
All right. You wake up to a cat laying on your head.
No.
Also, Yama is snoring.
Go put it on Yama, because Yama likes cats.
That's about right.
I will kind of lay there without moving. Like, lay on.
How hard are you moving?
Not.
Okay. He just ignores you.
Like this. And I will gently shift my head to see if I can get him to move without pissing him off.
He immediately jumps up and
Damn it.
slightly claws your scalp as he takes off.
Oh!
Because he's that one.
Yep.
That's what he does.
Yep.
Asshole.
I will get up.
What do you mean I'm cute? I'm watching curtains sway in breeze.
There's a fly.
Yeah, there is a fly somewhere. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, what are y'all doing? You're up. You're rested. Hopefully ready for the day.
Is Yama
Yama, roll me a Constitution check.
All right, let's see what happens. 6,
6.
8.
You're not feeling so hot this morning. Something about that ale last night did not sit well with you in general.
All that ale.
All that ale.
She had one tankard.
I know. I don't even remember having more than like a sip of it. So man, that hit me hard.
You're just a little lightweight. It's okay.
Well, because this is what happened last time too.
Yeah, exactly. You're just not great with alcohol.
I'm just not. It's canon now.
Maybe you're more of like an IPA kind of person, and that was a stout, and your body was like, no, we don't like this.
It was all that time living in a well.
Maybe your patron has some thoughts.
issues.
Some thoughts about alcohol?
My patron doesn't like alcohol.
Oh, well, that explains
During
that.
Prohibition.
How you doing there, Yama?
Oh, I'm okay. Just the voices and the sounds, and it kind of, my head's a drum, but it's okay.
Okay.
Girl, this might help, and I will plunk
Have some water.
for my flask. I just take care of it.
Did you just hand her your flask?
Hair of the dog.
All right, well, try that, I guess.
Okay, I'll try that.
Did you see the kitty?
I did see the kitty.
I wouldn't touch the cat. It's kind of mean, I think.
Just roll me
Lay
a
down. Go.
It's literally my cat in real life.
roll me a d20.
Ooh.
Who?
Jennifer.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 19. Okay.
Okay, so you actually do feel a little bit better after taking a swig from Neri's flask.
Jesus.
Beating alcohol with alcohol.
As bad.
Cool. I'm gonna go, oh, yeah, that's a little better, thank you. And hand it back.
Cool. I'm gonna take a drink.
Let's wake up.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
very cold now. I see.
Somewhere.
Cool.
What are you doing? All right, what are you guys doing?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the city at all, so I'm just kind of following whoever knows what's up.
Should we get breakfast?
I'm into breakfast.
Or should we just have rations again? Oh, I need a redisguise, probably.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna just try to do the same old lady.
So you can add a D4.
So d20 plus proficiency, and then you can add the d4.
Come on.
Oh no.
13?
With your previous guys, you find it's not quite as convincing as it was the day prior.
Maybe
It's not as terrible as the stage makeup mishap. It's it's not great. It's passable from a distance.
Maybe maybe
Veil? Do you have like a veil or something?
maybe a scarf across your face.
Face cover?
I'll put like my hood up.
From a distance.
What if you like squint? If you squint, do I look like it?
Full on Monet. Those of you that get the reference.
Oh boy.
Mary, do you have anything here that can help a little bit?
I would make her smell like a lady, but that's about it. I mean, I guess I'll go like rummaging and see if I can find like like a scarf. Like here, wrap that around your face. Tell people you got sick.
Not when I go like this.
All right, Chris Hemsworth, let's go.
Walking around Waterdeep like this.
Straight up Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, right. You're gonna be like, I grew up here during the plague. I learned. You got like a face mask on.
Mhm.
Not when I go like this, you can't.
Oh my gosh, now I just envision myself looking like, was it Beavis when he's like,
Yeah, what TV my bunghole?
I hate it. That's it.
Put me with that shit. Okay. An attempt was made. And your friends. All right. So what are you now that Finn has disguised herself? What are you all saying?
I mean, we can go find food, and then we can probably go and we have a couple of things that need to get identified, like the cloak and the staff. And there's but you know, we could also go take a look at what kinds of like shops are open and look at new weapons, armor,
Sightseeing.
yeah, magical components, whatever. Any of that sound remotely interesting? New dagger.
that would be cool.
Yeah. I don't know, Neri, you're from around here. What do you think?
I think I run one of those shops that usually when I'm home I'm working, so we can go find we can go find like a magic shop, see if they have anything interesting.
Ooh.
Protective charms, whatever.
What about you? What are some places you did not have questionable dealings at, so we know what places to avoid?
I don't have shady dealings. I am not a shady person. Like,
No, Finn.
Hey, Finn.
yeah.
Shady fucker. Where should we not go?
I mean, I'm pretty disguised, so.
I mean, is there anywhere that we need to avoid, Finn?
I mean, we're already here. So, I don't think it could get worse. Probably just not like the whole Castle Ward area.
I am more than happy to stay away from there.
Oh, hi, Royal. Royal loves that kitty so much.
With the Castle Ward, Yama?
Oh, I was there once or twice, but it's not really my scene. Especially since I'm pretty sure we should probably stay away from the people that Finn may or may not have interacted with in the past.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that is my primary reason for not going.
Corvid, did you want to see if we could find a shrine for
Dagdha? Yeah, that'd be cool.
anywhere like that?
You're not even really familiar with the goddess at all.
I mean, I'm sure we can find someone that we can ask.
Yeah, are there any like religious areas around here? I didn't come to this like district very much.
All over the city,
There's, I mean,
but they're generally to the like more major Faerunian gods.
yeah. We can go into one of the, maybe some of the major temples and ask them if they know where we can find something for your god, who I am very unfamiliar with. What is your god? The god?
Dagdha is like weather and crops.
Well, that seems like something that people would pray to.
Yeah,
But it's more within Faerun. It's more going to be like things like Chantea and Myliki and whatnot.
I mean, I guess we could go and. I mean, when I hear field like crops and weather and stuff, would I associate that with field ward?
Potentially,
Like maybe go ask someone over there.
yeah.
I mean, we could go over to the field ward and see if we can find anything, or talk to someone over there and see if they have any ideas.
That sounds awesome. I'm into that.
Yeah. Let's get some walking in.
So where do we want to start?
Is there, so I have an herbalism kit, but I'm not sure exactly how that works. What can I do with it, or do I need to buy components?
You can use it to make potions, but you have to be taught how to make the potions by someone else who already knows. Depending on what the potion is, you have to obtain the ingredients, but it does allow you to do it at like half the price. So instead of getting like a standard healing potion for 50 gold pieces, you could make one for 25.
Okay. Is there anybody in the town that I could talk to about potions?
There are a number of different locations that sell potions.
Sweet. I would maybe like to go to one of those today if we can.
Let's do a shopping trip.
Great.
Yes. You should have let me put more stuff on the map.
You can put more. It's right here.
But then I have to actually like look things up first, and also because there's 800 different locations.
We also can like do this later. We don't have to do it today if we need some more prep time.
Yeah.
We can easily like, for the sake of brevity, say Mary knows where things are, and she can lead you to the various locations, and you'll exchange proper coinage for the items that you're seeking out.
Oh, well, I know. Okay. So, hey, Neri, do you know, I don't know what I'm looking for exactly, to tell you the truth, because I don't know a lot about potions yet, but yeah.
Because your herbalism kit is things like clippers and mortar and pestle and pouches and vials that are used to create remedies and potions, but it does not contain the components necessary.
Okay. So my question: would I stock the general components, even if I don't know how to make it? Would I stock the components and then have, I'm gonna make up a name, Laurel, the person who would be stocking health potions, could I go take Corvid over to that person and have them teach?
Yeah.
So, I just didn't know the name of this person. Okay, so, I mean, I know there's one person, to Laurel, they're a gnome who works over in the Northern Trades Ward. We can go see them, and you can see if they're willing to teach you how to actually use an herbalism kit, and then I stock the majority of the components needed to actually make healing potions. I just don't make them myself. Normally, Laurel and I would exchange like they would send me healing potions, and then I would also, but I would stock the components for them. So.
And technically, you already know how to use the herbalism kit. You are proficient in it, but you have to learn how to create the specific potions.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great, Neri. I would love that if we could do that, and then I could make some potions, and we would have healing potions. More than, I mean, I think I have one, and I think maybe Nyx has one, but we could make more.
Nyx has the other one.
That way we'll have some in backup.
Yeah.
That's probably a really good idea, considering that one time when Neri died.
When Neri died and the rest of us almost did.
Yeah, I had 1 hit point.
So that's what Corvid's gonna do?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
For the day.
Yeah. Yep. So we can walk up to the North Trades Ward.
Make introductions, and you will need to stay there for the rest of the day to learn how to craft this healing potion. You can make 1 healing potion a day at the cost of 25 gold pieces.
Okay. Sweet, thanks. I'm gonna write that down.
For the day, you will have essentially just a standard health potion,
Which is nice.
Well, that's how I'm spending my day. What are you guys doing?
I mean, was there anything in particular that anyone else wanted to look for? I was gonna go and take stuff to go get identified at a magic shop, so if you guys wanted to come with me to go look at stuff there.
Yeah, we could. I mean, I'm totally here for that. I kind of want to take a tour if you wouldn't mind, but I mean,
I am not going to go on a tour with you guys. Is Corvid staying here?
Yeah.
Hang out with the gnome friend.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to stay with Corvid.
Okay.
guys. Just so you're aware, Waterdeep is 4 miles by 2 miles.
oh, okay. So it's the size of San Francisco, basically. But yeah, I'll come with you, Neri, if you want to get things identified. I don't think I was there for when you found either of the items, but.
Oh yeah, you weren't. But we can go get them identified, and then we can take a look and see what kind of stuff they have.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I imagine you tend to throw spells, so you might appreciate a magic shop.
Yeah, that might be fun.
I am assuming that there is a magic shop somewhere.
There's magic shop, there's a wizard's towers, and you don't even necessarily have to go to an actual magic shop because most everyone deals in magic items to some degree. In fact, one of the places you can go on the purple dot, almost find imports, which is actually not too far from the shop, that you would be familiar with because the orc who runs it tends to, or half orc who runs it tends to cater toward the more exotic imported items that are unique and interesting. So,
well, there's a spot close to the shop that we can go and look, and we can go see what they've got, and he can probably get our items identified. And if we don't want them, he might be willing to take them off our hands. Finn, do you still have the rod that...
The floating thing?
Yeah. Do you want me to take to get identified?
That would be cool. I'm going to give it to you. Good thinking.
Is he okay?
well, I put this book away and then was like, hey, guess what? The value of the items is
No.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Rohan.
What is your problem? Hi. Hello. What's going on? So, are you going to make your way?
Yeah, so we'll make our way over to
Orsaba's?
Yeah, Orsaba's Fine Imports.
Okay, so Orsaba's Fine Imports is run, as I mentioned, by a very, very well-groomed half-orc. named Orsava, who is known for wearing his black hair slicked back, and his goatee is always perfectly groomed. He generally wears a waistcoat and has a monocle. This is the kind of orc / half-orc person that you are familiar with. And the shop is incredibly nice, which is kind of remarkable given that it's in the trade specifically and caters to a wide range of clientele instead of specifically elite. Upon entering, he is at the front, and he nods and smiles at you as you come in. He's currently with another customer. But
I guess we can take a look around, kind of browse until he's done with that customer. I mean, is anything labeled?
no, most of it's kind of like in like an antique shop where there's just a lot of things, and you're not quite sure necessarily what they are. Some of them seem to have like a more obvious purpose, like a fucking massive chandelier, and then there's like staves and other items. But at the same time, you've got to know that they've got to be something a little bit more important than just a fucking normal staff, because it's fine importance.
Yeah.
There is a marble statue in one room that you've noticed or one part of the room that you've noticed that as you walk past it, the expression on it shifts.
Nope. Do not like that shit at all. Do not care for that shit at all. Write that down. Okay.
I will get it. There is there's a pearl that's resting on a little velvet cushion with tassels on it. Oh, it's a pearl.
Yeah.
But so there's a number of different items that you could look through. And what strikes your fancy? Why don't you roll a percentile? Both your percentile dice and your D10. Okay, just a second. Page. Okay. You come across on one of the shelves, there's a crystal prism, but that when you pick it up, you expect, rainbows to glint off of it, but instead of reflecting light, it seems to reflect back shadow. And this is kind of unnerving to the point where you're like,
big.
Cool.
So Orsava finishes up with his customer, and yes, hello.
Hi. So we've got a couple of different items that we have picked up in our travels. We're kind of wondering if you'd be willing to give us some information about them.
Of course, I'd be happy to take a look. Let's see what you got.
So I'll pull out the rod.
Okay.
That I got from Finn. The cloak and the staff. And then I will also next to everything, I will put the hollowed out book with the bag of dust.
Okay. All right, so it's going to take him, he lets you know, it's going to take him a little bit of time to thoroughly inspect each of the items that you've presented and assess their value. So we have the rod, the dust, the cloak,
and the staff with the person.
Can I lean over while you're doing this and just be like, you guys find some interesting stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't used any of it just because we didn't know what all of it was, and I don't know, maybe I'm starting to learn to not just grab everything I touch, or grab everything I see, but whatever. Yeah, so, I mean, we didn't want anyone to try using anything until... Yeah, I think we found this shit when you were in, like, another room. Oh, yeah, because then you got, like, attacked by giant mosquito, whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Bats or something, weren't they?
Yeah, they're like vampire bat things. Yeah, and I guess that makes sense anyways, because weren't we, or at least didn't you guys think that the orcs there were druids or something? So they could have enchanted them.
Yeah.
Go away.
I don't know.
You.
Like, fuck this shit, I'm up.
It's so inconsistent. I want 2E. Give me 5E, rat bastard. Why did they give that? Sorry. Okay, I'm doing my own thing because what ifs? Do it. Just stand off. Okay. And then close. I want to get rid of the candlestick.
Bro, I guess I can pull out the candlestick, yeah. Yeah, sure. I don't know if it's just a candlestick or what.
Wait, where did the candlestick come from?
Candlestick,
Man.
yeah, I picked it up somewhere. In like, yeah, no, in the man's question.
Mm.
So.
I need the fucking. Okay, this is so much better. Sorry, guys.
Okay. We didn't give you any warning that we were gonna do this. So.
Yeah.
And I've just been like slowly collecting things and like writing them down and then like forgetting about them.
It's just the one item I cannot find any details for, and it's driving me nuts. It's not a weapon. Not a potion. Oh my god, you motherfucker. Purchase. Doesn't work. Okay. Alright, so it takes him about 10 to 15 minutes to properly assess every item that you've laid out before him. And he holds up the candlestick if you placed it out, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell you that it's a silver candlestick.
Perfect.
And while I don't generally deal in standard objects such as this, I'm willing to give you 25 gold pieces for it.
Dang.
I mean, sure. It's a candlestick, yeah.
Yes, but it's silver.
Is there anything visibly unique about it, or is he telling the truth?
Roll an insight check.
That seems like a lot for a candlestick.
7. So 10, I think. 9.
Okay, yeah. As far as you can tell, he's being completely upfront. He says it's a silver candlestick, and it's nothing miraculous. But he's willing to give you 25 gold pieces for it.
Sure. Why not?
All right.
Cool.
I feel like we're being ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
Or given way more money for a silver candlestick than we usually would be. I don't know.
Now, this item here is a little bit more exceptional. And he picks up the rod. This is an immovable rod. It can hold several thousand pounds of weight and will maintain its position wherever you happen to place it. Now, given the condition, willing to give you 350 gold for it.
Holy shit.
Technically, it's not only mine to give out to sell, so I might hold on to it. But if our whole group that we're willing to part with it, we'll let you know. We will be to bring it back to you.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Think of how many pet mice we could have.
Except he moves this up, all right? Moves on to the next piece, picks up the book, holds up the desk very carefully. This is quite a fantastical item you have here. This is known as mysterious appearance. As you can see, he grabs a very tiny amount out and sprinkles it, and you can see like the shimmer of magic through the air as what is on the opposite side of that dust is obscured from your vision. It's got a number of uses available in the pouch, but it's quite nice, and I'd be willing to give you 100 gold pieces for it.
I like this guy.
Did he
You're
say?
gonna be rich.
I have to look at it in vision because I can't remember.
Our third item here. Beautiful cloak. It's a cloak of billowing. So for those who are looking for a more dramatic effect, they'd be able to find it with this cloak. Even if the air happens to be perfectly still, you can make it look like the wind is blowing about you.
It's an anime cloak.
Yeah, it's an anime cloak. It's basically an anime cloak.
Love it.
And I'd give you 75 gold for this one.
Dang. Okay.
Now, the final item we have available is not quite as marvelous as the others, but it's still a nice showpiece that you can take home, present to your family and friends. This is the staff of bird calls, as the engraving would suggest.
And he utilizes the staff and waves it, and you can hear the sound of sparrows twittering, and then he adjusts it, and it's a mockingbird, and then adjusts it. You can hear the call of a crow.
Like you guys have been fairly well traveled, it tends to pick up the various sounds the birds it hears. So, like I said, other than that, it's just staff. If you so chose to blow with it, have that option, but it's really more for entertainment purposes. In this case, I'd give you 45 gold for it.
Not bad.
I mean, I think we should probably go and chat with the other members of the party who helped.
Oh, definitely.
But
Technically, I didn't help you guys recover, so whatever you guys want to do with it, I am okay. A-okay.
So all in all, he's offering you, in addition to the silver candlestick, it's just not shy of 600 gold.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It is. We can go to all the bathhouses in the world.
We could own a bathhouse, probably.
Oh my god.
That's more money than you would expect.
All right. Well, anyway, so out of curiosity, that prism you have back there on the counter,
Yeah.
a little unnerving, but what does it do?
Obviously, on the surface, you can tell it doesn't exactly reflect light as it should. Rather, it seems to absorb it and then emit shadow in response. There seem to be some suggestions from a number of different religious types in the area that the prism itself possesses some sort of quality or was used to contain something. So, been looking for the right buyer. I haven't quite found it yet.
A little ominous. How much are you asking for it?
That one, that's probably about 1,000 platinum.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Like I said.
This is like what 100 gold to a platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, holy shit. Okay. Cool.
Like I said, I'm looking for the buyer.
And what about that pearl?
Oh, the Echo Pearl.
Yeah.
Well, that's found in only one particular lake in the world. So, quite expensive as well. Not quite as expensive as the prism. But, finding exotic goods only here. So, that's gonna run you about 300 platinum pieces.
What is it? Like, does it? I mean,
So they're with Echo Pearls, if I remember correctly, there are like qualities that are associated with them. But let me Google. I never bothered to look this up because I didn't know you were gonna have seen
I'm
Echo
sorry.
Pearl. So sorry. Yeah, it's an Echo Pearl from the depths of Vibration Lake. And you can use it to like do the echo spell.
Okay. Cool.
Or you call upon the echo of the spell just cast. Yeah, because it's the echo spell. So. Cool. But they're magically imbued. And it like doesn't loop. This is one of the reasons why it's so expensive. That he explains to you is because it doesn't lose that quality over the course of its lifetime or over the course of uses, like the relic that you have. There's not like a certain number of charges. It will maintain that quality and that magical nature for its entire existence.
Yama, was there anything else you wanted to look at in here?
No, I was just kind of curious. Is there anything like really cool in here? Or?
Well, there's that prism, and then the pearl.
What did the prism do? I didn't hear. Sorry.
The prism, well, we're not really sure, but it seems to suck in like light and then emit shadow instead of light, like a prism would. And there are mutterings among religious group
Members of the community who've assessed it.
Yeah, that it was used to hold something, imprison something,
Like there's
whatever.
He's implying that some sort of being is currently contained within the prism.
Yeah.
Cool. How much is it?
1,000 platinum.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like 100 gold to 1 platinum.
Or 10 gold.
So 100,000 gold. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. And then
Maybe I just misheard you earlier when you said it.
maybe. Regardless, we don't have that cash.
This is like 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
We don't have cash, but we do have Finn.
Say that out loud.
I didn't say that.
I'm guessing that this establishment has significant protective barriers.
You actually would know this shop fairly well. It's not that far from your own, and you know that it's been in the area for quite some time.
Yeah.
It does carry more unique products that are considerably more expensive, but you have never heard of them having any issues with theft or break-ins
Yeah.
or anything like that. Which, given the circumstances of growing up in Waterdeep, you would know that's a little odd if you didn't have something in place to prevent those kinds of things.
Right. And then there was the Echo Pearl. That it casts her. It allows you to cast the Echo spell, kind of like that relic that I have that lets me cast Aid without using a spell slot. But it doesn't lose that quality over time, which means that it's expensive. So it's 300 platinum.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad we came here. Maybe we can come back. But for now, I think I'm okay.
Yeah. And I figure we should probably go talk to everyone else before we sell shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to get stuff identified before we started using it for anything. Can you use staves?
Yes, you can.
You want this one?
I mean, it can make pretty bird sounds.
Yep.
Sure. I can hold on to it. Cool, thank you.
I don't know, this seems like a magic user kind of thing.
I feel like it could come in handy. Remember last time when, who was it that said, someone said like, we can make bird call sounds. So now, next time, instead, we can actually make bird sounds.
I was trying to catch birds and eat them.
Mhm.
Right. So next time Corvid wants to catch some birds, we can call the birds.
Right. Sure. All right. I mean, I guess we can probably go find Finn and Corvid.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Oh, sorry. That's probably a good idea. Are they still back at your store?
Yeah. Well, they're probably up at Taloral's shop up in the North Trades Ward. So
Stuff we use as the dust does. I'm giving you 3. I think that I'll be having 1 use.
So I guess we can go up there and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Or we could go and find a more traditional magic shop if you want. I didn't know if there's anything that you were looking for.
Oh, well, there's nothing particular that I'm looking for right now. I think I've got what I have, and since you gave me that armor, I think I'm going to be okay for a while. I'm just kind of curious. I haven't been to Waterdeep in so long, you know. I was kind of curious about what had changed. I'm not too familiar with the trade district, though, so I don't really know too much.
If you want to write it down, you can write that the cloak ability. You can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
I love that so much.
Disappearance. Now we just need anime glasses.
Yeah, right.
No, the dust of disappearance.
Yeah, so the dust of disappearance, it's when you use an action, you can throw the dust into the air, and you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes. The for all subjects, and the dust is consumed when the magic takes effect.
So
You and each creature or object within 10 feet of you are invisible for 2d4 minutes. So anywhere from
I'm just imagining you throw the dust on a group of orcs and just have the most confusing battle ever.
And then also, if a creature affected by the dust attacks or casts a spell, the invisibility ends for that creature. So it's the same thing as like standard invisibility.
So just normal invisibility.
and on making an attack or spell.
Yeah.
Some general diversion.
And then I can also tell you the stuff about the staff of bird calls. Sure. So with bird calls, it has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge from the staff and cause it to create one of the following sounds to a range of 60 feet. I'll let you know what those are later. It's really good. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended daily charges at dawn, not going over 10. If you expend the last charge, you have to roll a d20, and on a 1, the staff will explode in a harmless cloud of bird feathers and is lost forever.
What? That's great.
So if you want to copy that.
That's magical. Does the damage move like an actual staff?
It's an actual staff in that regard. It's like 1d6.
Cool.
Strength modifier.
Yeah, bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But it's decorated with carvings of birds nesting and taking flight and whatnot. So it looks pretty. Like you said, it's more of a showpiece.
I have to feed my dogs real quick. They're looking at me real sad.
Aw, babies.
I'm back.
Grove needs to be fed as well. I know. Come here. Rohan. Come here. Come here. Hello. Hello, Snickle Fritz. Oh. Like I need to be fed before I plot. Oh. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's done so good. It's 7:30.
Yeah. You are my beautiful, differently abled cat. And I love you, but you're also annoying. Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Do you
right.
want to join us? Rohan, come here. You want to join us? It is very fun and fun.
It's gonna break for you.
No, I want food. Give me food.
Or we should probably go catch up with the others.
So,
Yeah.
so you can make your way back over to the north part of the trades ward to find Corvid. As I stated, Corvid, it's going to take you the full day to learn how to produce this potion, so y'all are still at it.
Yeah.
And you're also going to want to mark 25 gold pieces from your inventory.
Okay.
Because that's what you'll, by the end of the day, you will have a healing potion in return, but you also have to pay for the cost. So.
Okay. I can do that.
I figure I'll come in and let you guys know how much they're offering for each of the items. I mean, do you guys want to hold on to any of this? I guess I'll wait for Macy. I have an opinion
Yeah,
about.
can you review? So the immovable, like the rod thing, is like 300 gold pieces.
350, yeah.
50. The candlestick is what, like 20 something?
Oh, the candlestick I definitely sold, so I'm gonna give everyone.
Cool. What else do we have? The staff or something?
So there was the immovable rod, the dust of I almost said deliciousness. The dust of disappearance, the cloak of billowing, and then the staff of bird calls. I gave the staff of bird calls to Yama to make a decision about because I didn't know something.
So we just have the rod and the dust.
And the cloak of billowing.
And what does the cloak of billowing do?
He's a family character.
bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
Oh, so nothing. Just be a drama queen.
That's something.
That is something. That is true.
If I were still a bard, I would take it.
Exactly right. Fucking Merritt would love that shit. So you could be all spoopy with it.
Link, don't.
I mean, the immovable rod seems cool, but 350 gold is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, there is also the option of if you're falling and you click it, you can all.
Not falling anymore.
So.
Can it just hold any amount of weight?
Like up to 1,000?
It's like up to actually like 5,000.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 pounds. So
All it could hold all of you at once.
Oh, yeah, we should probably just keep it.
probably. I mean, out of character, immovable rods can be used super creatively to do really cool shit. So.
Yeah, maybe we should just keep it.
For now.
And then we have this dust of disappearance. And a cloak of billowing. So I don't know if anybody wants to be a drama queen.
I mean, not me, but someone might.
I'm considering it, but I think the gold is shinier.
Gold is shinier than black cloak. You are correct.
Macy.
Okay, sorry guys.
So we have these items. So we have the immovable rod, which can hold up to like, what'd you say, 4,000, 5,000?
Like 5,000.
Like can hold up to like 5,000 pounds. So if we all end up like flying or falling, we can use the immovable rod to like possibly just like catch ourselves and all of a sudden not be falling anymore.
Actually, 8,000 pounds weight.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. So we have the immovable rod, the dust of disappearance, which they're offering 100 gold. It has 3 uses, and using your action, you can throw it up in the air, and everything that so you, any creatures or any objects will turn invisible for 2d4 minutes.
So is that like 2 to 8 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, like 2 to 8 minutes. And then if you attack anyone or cast a spell, it breaks the invisibility.
Out of character, though, I'm pretty sure that I can make us all invisible in a couple of levels. So.
That's true. And then we have the Cloak of Billowing, which is 75 gold. And you can use your bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
Oh, that's so cool. We should keep that. Somebody needs to wear it.
Finn wants it. Finn's like, yes.
Even though it doesn't use your bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, like, if you're just like out doing it, it's fine. But like, it like in
dramaturgy, and then like have my cloak billow as well. Like flashy billowing cloak. I mean, that could be intimidating.
It could be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't think my character is intimidating in any fashion, but whatever.
I neither.
So, I mean, does anybody want it?
I mean, not really.
I think somebody should have it, but I don't want it.
I can take it.
Okay, here you go.
And then if somebody wants to play with it, they can.
Okay, cool.
So you don't really have any bonus actions, so that could be every single round. Just do a turn and then billowing cloak.
Billowing cloak. I like it.
And then we have this dust of disappearance.
How much are you offering us for that?
100.
Mm.
Maybe we should sell that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially since it's only one use, I feel like the gold will be more useful.
3.
Mhm.
It's 3, but also that's still what, like 33 gold per use. I mean, I think that we could probably put that gold to better use.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Especially because Yama can be invisible and maybe make us invisible.
I can't at like level 7.
I mean, what level do you get that at, Yama?
I have actual invisibility, but can keep talking. I'll just look this up.
It's natural ability that you want, right? That's a level 7 spell.
Whoa.
Yeah. Level 7.
You won't have that for a good long time.
Okay.
You're gonna be in like the teen levels.
Right. Although technically, with normal invisibility, as long as I'm using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, I can do me and someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so greater invisibility.
Is the one that's not broken.
You sure as hell could have used that in the one shot where we were running away from the guard. That's so nice.
Invisible until the
If I had been a Warlock.
carrying is visible as long as the target's on the target person. That's a 4th level. You still won't have that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we're gonna need grip invisibility soon?
I mean, do I think that we're gonna get into some bullshit where we have to piece the fuck
That's true.
right?
That's
I mean,
true.
let's just keep it. We can always sell it later if we don't need it.
I don't think it has an expiration date.
Yeah, I think we're keeping it.
Hold on to the immovable rod. The spin
Huh?
have that?
I mean, like, so I've got it right now, but like, we can have Finn hold on to it, or whatever.
Cool. So we have the immovable rod, the dust of disappearance, and a billowing cloak.
Staff of bird calls. You didn't sell anything.
But
Except for the candlestick, but that wasn't really
Yes.
cool.
I like Waterdeep where they give us 25 gold for a candlestick.
It's
We
made
need
of
to start stealing candlesticks.
Finn, I don't think you need to steal anything else while we're in Waterdeep.
okay. What are you guys doing?
Okay, hang on, let me.
Neri, do you want to try to find your person? See if we can ask around.
I mean, we certainly can.
I'm gonna need to do some homework this evening. I don't know what you guys are up to.
Oh yeah,
Are you
I'm,
doing a stats review?
Well, no, I have to write a sociology paper, and I need to like read the article that I'm basing it on this evening at some point.
yeah, I have to write some stuff tonight too. So.
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up?
We have just a couple other things that want to happen, and then we can.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, so you've decided against what the fuck? This is what the fuck you read? What the fuck? What the
That's
fuck?
what you get for showing interest in cannibalism.
What? I just heard the sentence, that's what you get for showing interest in cannibalism.
Yep.
Also,
What's going on?
because I can't fucking read it.
Let's see. What's the line saying? Yeah. Yeah. Either Dutch or something very close. What's the sign? Rank most. Oh, yeah, it definitely looks like Dutch.
Are you looking at archaeological cannibalism right now? No. Oh, no?
Now I'm even more confused.
In place. Yeah, that's very, very Dutch. Siegfried.
I don't fucking know. I didn't look for it. It just got sent to me.
Clearly, something in your search history. Okay, South Africa. So it's probably Afrikaans.
Holy fuck.
Or Dutch. Let's see.
Wait, it's written in Afrikaans?
It's either written in Afrikaans or it's written in Dutch. Either way, I mean they're very similar.
Yeah.
But he's a professor at the University of Rokla in South Africa.
Is it what kind of study is it?
I don't know. It's in Dutch.
You're like, I don't know. I don't speak Dutch, fucker.
Hold on.
Can't it translate it kind of? Although that's really bad. I imagine that, like, especially doing with cannibalism, Google Translate might be awful.
Well, if I tried to translate it and like say any of it, I'd probably end up sounding like a Swedish chef.
The algorithm. So
I know. Okay, anyway, we got fucking derailed.
I'm guessing it's probably ritualistic cannibalism or concepts of it.
Absolutely.
It's written in English, it's just balanced out. And honestly,
The
Dutch
contours of a Dutch language writing tradition in South Africa.
That's what I was arguing. Racist words, let's not.
Cool.
Okay, anyway, so you've all decided against selling the various items that you had available to you, which strikes me like I did not expect that.
we do it for the aesthetic.
Say that with the process of going around trying to figure out where to sell things and kind of just like also getting potentially sidetracked. Some of you are not so that familiar with Waterdeep, and then your various discussions on whether to sell or not, and Corvid learning how to craft a potion. This took you, again, the better part of the day. Corvid, you can add 1 potion of healing to your inventory.
Okay. I have 2 potions of healing right now.
Nice.
So we're good, I think.
Uncertain with what is to come next. You return to the Grey Veil Apothecary where your items are currently held. Various things you need for travel that you've not been carrying on your person. And as you approach, you see a familiar figure leaning outside against the building, smoking something. She just kind of looks at
Remy?
We're good, you're back.
Did you have fun?
Were you safe?
Those 2 questions.
Yama, you're my favorite.
What is with the interest in my sex life? Is it because you don't have your own?
Yeah, actually.
That sounds like a personal problem that you should probably resolve. So, you know that guy you told me about? And the whole thing with the silver lady?
Sure.
I think you know where you need to go. You're not gonna like it, particularly you. But
Particularly who?
the short one,
Oh.
Boy.
a day to remember one. Anyway, it's canon.
Listen,
Of all of the things that I can come up
they
with.
aren't fey creatures, I don't know who isn't.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, I can tell you more about it, but I asked my friend if she knew anything, and yeah, I think I know who you need to go talk to.
Super excited. All right, I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna go in.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go inside. Remy's following you all in. Okay. Well. So. I mean, it's gonna suck. Let's just be honest. But this guy, Leosin.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be connected to the Silver Lady as the old lady.
Okay.
In fact, they're a little more than acquaintances. They are pretty good friends.
Wait, who's the Silver Lady? Do I know who that is? Have we talked about it before?
Open Lord of
it's like-
Waterdeep, Label
like-
Silver.
Yeah, that's like basically the like big person, like
The mayor.
yeah, the ruler of the figurehead of Waterdeep.
Okay, that sounds intense.
Conveniently, the one that we suspect Finn stole shit from.
So you're writing this down. Hold on, I'm trying to find a specific. Yeah. Well, seems like your option is probably to address this directly, because he utilizes the hospitality of his friends when he's in the area.
Are you telling me that I'm gonna have to go and talk to the Open Lord of Waterdeep?
Well, at the very least, you're gonna have to go to the Open Lord's Manor. That's where he's staying.
Is he here?
Yep.
Holy shit.
So at least the old lady gave you like decent fucking information, because, you know, considering the information you got last time, you went to seek someone that wasn't fucking there in the first place, and at least they're here this time. It's winning.
Yeah, I guess. Great. This is gonna be great. Okay.
Yeah, it sucks, but not much you can fucking do about it at this point. Because yeah, he's at the Open Lord's Palace.
Well, can't we just get an invitation to the palace?
We probably shouldn't go there.
You definitely cannot just get an invitation to the Open Lord's Palace.
It's true, and with Finn, we probably shouldn't be going too close there, unless we get you a better disguise.
Hey, come on in. This is where like all of the like city business and shit goes down, and also where like we have stuff from the city coffers, and like, you know.
Could we sneak like a message in? I don't know.
Or whatever you need. I mean, that's your option. Either you don't go see him or you go see him.
Yeah, but you can't just go see him.
I mean, we have the dust of invisibility. It lasts for up to 8 minutes. We can just run really, really fast.
I mean, it's an option.
I have invisibility that lasts up to an hour. I could just like kidnap him.
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
I'm too fucking sober for this.
Yeah.
Okay. How the fuck do you get? I'm not high class enough for this. How the fuck do you just get an audience with someone who lives at the Palace of the Open Lord of Waterdeep? Like, what the fuck?
It's not horribly hard. You just have to know the right people, and unfortunately, we don't know the right people.
paranormal shit with the City of the Dead?
What?
Aren't you like involved with like the City of the Dead?
I mean,
It's like he's your god, right? And she points to an area above the door.
yeah.
Well, they regularly get reports about what's going on, or at least they're supposed to, from what I've heard. I mean, I know that the asshats over at the spires will regularly meet with people here, just like they do in Athkatla, where the people from the dome will go meet with like the lords of the city to give them like their assessment of like the moral upbringing of the population and like potential threats from beyond the mortal realm. Do you guys have like, I feel like you could be involved in that kind of shit. Proximity.
Oh no, I've never done anything that official.
Fake it.
Huh.
Just fake it. The secret to getting people to do what you want is acting like you actually know what you want. And not giving a shit. True.
Yeah, but like,
I feel like that was a life needs to live moment.
life needs things to live.
The bread of God is bread. Oh man. Anyway, you just act like you're there for an actual fucking reason.
Okay, but like, I don't even know what that reason would be.
Report
What?
on goings on at the City of the
Congrats,
Dead.
there's no undead, as far as I
Don't-
know.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah, don't tell him that.
See, like, there's things, events at the City of the Undead have led you to have cause for concern. And you felt it was necessary to share this information as soon as possible. Should it present any other issues
So,
in these trying times.
let me just make sure that I'm reading this correctly. I should go
And fucking lie.
and lie
Yes.
effectively
Yeah.
to the open Lord of Waterdeep.
Well, I'm not
Yep.
saying the open Lord of Waterdeep. I'm saying you lie to the people who, like, watch the doors.
Who are, by proxy, the open Waterdeep.
This sounds like a horrible plan.
This is Waterdeep. Everyone lies to everyone.
It's true.
Yeah.
She was right. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying that in like a way that's supposed to be offensive, but you've established yourself as the creepy one. It's like a cute creepy, but it's still creepy.
I'll take it.
Oh my god. I mean,
And speaking of that, if you don't want to lie too much, I could always go to the City of the Dead and do something unritualistic so that you have cause for concern.
Should we stage something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually sounds like fun for once.
I think that's what we should do.
See? They agree.
Ooh, well, I can do things like this. And she snaps her fingers, and all of the fucking shutters on the windows bang against the building.
you're gonna
And the lights flicker.
No, I do have neighbors.
This is Waterdeep. They're not going to think it's out of the ordinary at all.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm out of ideas, so
Also, I mean, maybe I could, like, make my sparkles creepy. Maybe she can help me with that.
oh my god.
I'm here for creepy sparkles.
Link, you do not need Swedish fish. They're not real.
Let him live his dreams.
Maybe I can make him like a creepy purple or a green.
I
I
mean,
don't know if that's in the realm of possibility, to be quite honest, but I can, fuck it. I can try. At the very least, fucking lightning bugs.
lightning bugs in California aren't bioluminescent.
My mom does all the good shit.
I hate everything. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm out of ideas. So.
Oh my god. I mean, no matter how you go about it, you're gonna have to figure out some way to get in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's gonna be here much longer.
Yeah, and based on what you told us, isn't talking to this guy more important than any slight moral misgivings?
Is lying a moral misgiving?
All right.
How good it was.
Is
Okay.
your gut thing against lying? Because I don't think I was taught that.
Okay. I have no better ideas. So, sure, just don't fucking get caught, since it seems like people have a track record of getting caught in this city.
How do you know what to do? So I was just like fucking cool as well. Studying cool things that they let us do. And it's called Spiritual Guardians. So I can make like these weird spirits like appear around me, like way out. So I guess I could do that. They will like attack anyone who gets within range, but I mean, ghosts, right?
What you gonna do?
Demons, it's me!
Yeah, boy!
I hate everything.
And then we could like, do you have anything in here that could be used to like make pigment?
Are you wanting like caustic pigment or
Like,
not?
stuff to make like fake blood and shit.
Probably.
We could put like fake blood on the ground and on some of the graves and stuff.
And then we can finally paint Corvid. Just paint them red and have them run around screaming.
That could also work. I feel like
With the cloak of billowing.
the shit is starting to set in because this is sounding so much better as we continue talking.
You can't get caught.
I've never been caught in my life.
There are multiple people in this party that
She's
have
been caught more times than I've been caught.
And I've been caught once, so.
I wasn't pointing at you, I was pointing at the tiny one.
Well, technically, I wasn't caught.
You still
I'm
ran.
still here. Yeah, but that was to avoid getting caught.
I mean, that's
See? She made it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's less than 0? 0.
depends on who she'd be caught by, because if she was like caught by like the city guards, you wouldn't be dead. You'd definitely be like locked up.
Yeah.
And awaiting like trial, and then you'd probably be like potentially like executed or maimed in some way. But if someone else caught you, if the fucking vipers caught you, then yeah, I mean, you'd probably be dead.
Yep.
But I mean, with them, you could always just like kill them first, so it's an option.
All right, well, okay.
I feel like this is something that's going to take planning.
Yeah, because we're good at that. Dog.
You know, I'm fucking tired. I'm going to bed. And she gets up and she walks off towards the stairs, and you see her stop, and she goes, "Oh, hey," and reaches down, and then you see her go, "You're an asshole, but I respect that." And she
Be prepared for that one to sleep on your face.
I was gonna make a comment, but
Don't
I'm totally not
get-
gonna. What can I say? I was up all night last.
Shh, go away.
All right.
You're planning. Oh my god.
So you have to make your way somehow to the Open Lord's Palace to meet with Leosin, who's staying there through the hospitality of Open Lord Laeral Silverhand.
You're so fucked.
And that's where we'll call it.
I mean, we'll probably be okay, because remember that one shot that we did where we all just like ran?
I was like,